Okay,
Did you find it?
okay. No, that's worthy.
So yeah, it's all his fault.
Yeah.
But um, but I had a lot more energy with my first one at 28 than I did with my second one at 33.
No, I agree. Hello, hello, and welcome to my so-called life. I hope everybody's having a great evening. Welcome to the House of Sewing. It is, I have to look, it's Wednesday night. It is a late sewing show, and my speaker is on. And my speaker's on. So we're going to have, and my other speaker is on. Oops.
Uh-oh, you'll be
You
in
know
trouble
what's
now.
funny? I've been doing this for a while, and I still manage to keep my speaker on. Katie, how are you this evening?
I'm good. What about you?
Welcome to the House of Sewing. It is
Thank you for
great.
inviting me.
It is great to finally hang out with you. Yay. Cynthia, how are you?
I'm good. Getting pushed around by my doggy.
Oh,
I'm in a wheelie chair and he's trying to get up on me, and so it's pushing me across the room. So I might be gone after a while. You
he's
might
like,
just see
come
me
on,
go
mom.
back and forth, back and
Yeah. Oh,
20
fun.
McTwin, how are you doing?
Oh, we're having a great Wednesday. All day I thought it was Monday. All day. Because we didn't have school yesterday, so it threw me off. But I am so glad it's Wednesday and not Monday.
That's my thing. That's my new thing. I've been days off. I like have been a couple days off. I've been
Yeah,
doing that a lot lately.
but it's good times. Good times. Let's
Great to
rock
see
and
you.
roll.
Great to see you, Terry. Hello, hello.
Hey, Terry.
Linda, hello, hello. Great to see you. Great to see you. Jean, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. And to anyone who watches this in the future, I absolutely thank you because the replay crew, you guys come through. You absolutely, truly do. And before anyone asks, 20 McTwin got me this amazing t shirt. Look at this. This is the pattern that I use, R11407. And when this doesn't fit anymore, I will make this a back patch.
how funny.
They rip it and so on. Hello, hello.
I rip it.
So now that Katie's here, what's everyone sewing this evening? Katie, what are you sewing?
I'm kind of doing like a single project, but it's coming from two different aspects. I have a challenge that I'm doing with uh, Sean, of this guy who sews, that we're doing the Stitch It Kit challenge, and I decided how I wanted to use my Stitch It Kit is by participating in the Fat Quarter Shop Jolly Bar 5 sew along. And let me find the paper for that so I can show it to you. Um, and basically, instead of doing the measurements that are in the book,
Uh-huh.
I'm using the Stitch It kit to design the entire quilt from the Stitch It kit
Oh, cool.
to create this quilt pattern, which
Oh,
is free from
lovely.
Fat Quarter Shop.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, yes.
So
Yeah. We need to do that.
yeah, and I'm using Callie and Co.
Yeah.
for the Stitch It kit, and I bought some Callie and Co. background, which is this white, so that I can have a background to go with it, and that's what I'm doing.
That's cool.
Awesome.
So the Stitch It kit, does that just basically like teach you different stitches, get you to
No,
use?
what the Stitch It kit is you get three sizes of pre-cut triangles,
Hi, Pam.
pre-cut squares, and pre-cut rectangles. And there's three sizes. There's the fast one, and then there's the mini, and then there's the large. And this is the mini, so you get quite a bit in this kit. You get over 250 pieces in this one. You get 500 in the large, and on the speed one, I think you get 150 on it. And you do you with this. There's no pattern that comes with this, and that's why I chose to use the Fat Quarter Shop sew along, because I already have the book, and all I have to do is every month they put out papers like this. Hang on, let me show you. You get every month, or I think she's doing this once a month or something. You get one of these, and you have to have the book to know the measurements. I'm just looking at the picture and using the Stitch It kit.
Yeah. Mm.
So these will not, these blocks, like this block is supposed to be 16 and a half. Mine will be smaller because my half square triangle blocks, before I cut them into half square, or before you would cut them into half square triangles, would be 3 7/8. So they'll be a tad smaller than the blocks that's in the book that gives you the measurements. And because this is in the book, I can't give the measurements.
Totally.
But on here I can, because to make the small triangles, all you need to do is cut squares that are 3 7/8. And then to make the medium triangles, all you need is to make 5 1/4 and cut on the diagonal. And then for the large triangles is 6 7/8, and you cut on the diagonal. The squares are 3 1/2 squared, and the rectangles are 3 1/2 by 6 1/2. So anyone can take their personal stash and make their own Stitch It kit.
Yep.
I just want to say really quickly, Pam, you have been missed. Pam, you have been missed. Wherever you were, I'm glad that you're back. Great to see you, Katie. Hello.
Hi, Katie.
Hey, everyone. I was about to say something in the chat by typing.
I always forget. Like I always have. I'm that person where someone will say something to me, and I think of the snappy comeback a day later in the car, and I'm like, "Oh, I should have said this to that person."
Yeah.
That's me. I'm like, one day I have a bunch of lines ready for if someone ever says like XYZ to me.
I'm the same way.
Let's see, did I miss anyone? Someone made a comment, didn't
Were
they?
you in your travels destination reached? Oh, we all need an update.
Okay. So yes, I'm at my destination, and I've slept the last 2-3 days.
Mhm.
And in fact, today I didn't wake up until 12:30. And I was totally shocked that my dog didn't start barking at some point to wake me up to go outside. But I don't know, it just hit me hard today. So, but I have been sleeping quite a bit the last 2 days. I'd come downstairs to the couch and take Benjamin out to potty. We'd get on the couch and sit for a little bit, and I'd fall asleep. And so I'd wake up a couple hours later, and so that's been my last 3 days. Was a lot of sleeping, but I finally feel refreshed tonight. So I think
Moving
I'm
is
yes,
moving's the worst. It's
yes.
the worst.
Where are you moving from, and where are you moving to?
Well, I moved from Oklahoma, and now I'm in Virginia. And
Oh, great to live.
sorry, what?
That's a good state to live in, Virginia.
It's beautiful. It is beautiful here. And I forgot what I was going to say about Virginia too. I was going to say, oh well.
No, that you're 2 hours from me. Go ahead. What?
Yes, yeah, I'll say that. I'm 2 hours from Jess, and I almost decided to invade her space yesterday. And when I remembered that she was out of school all day, it was already almost time for school to be out if they were. But I was like, dang it, I should have just jumped in the car and drove down there.
No, you need a rest too. We have plenty of time.
Hey, Alibaba.
Hi,
You know what
Ollie.
you need is you need a Ducati. You need a fast motorcycle. If your husband has a Raptor, then you need a Ducati. And you can get the full leather suit with the helmet, you'd be there in an hour and a half.
Probably.
You might get a ticket, but you'd be there in an hour.
Yeah. Hi, Ollie.
Katie, you're looking
Oh,
well.
he's
Hope you're
starting in
feeling
on me,
better.
aren't you?
Yeah, I'm doing a lot better. We've got my pain completely under control now.
Good.
I am nearly off of the big strong stuff that they put me on, or I already had it, but they upped the dose in order for me to keep it under control because I had to stay in the hospital for them to get it under control. And then the last 4 or 5 days, I'm up moving around. I'm not feeling what I was feeling. I'm doing good.
Yeah.
Good.
Alibaba is going to keep that ham alive forever. The ham, we've been at it 10 minutes, and I was trying not to talk about the ham. I was going to bring it up like 3 different times.
Well, that's what we're having for Thanksgiving is ham.
When you come
I always
over,
did ham
I'm
and
going to make you a ham.
for Thanksgiving, I always did ham and roasted chicken hen. That's what we did. That's what I had for Thanksgiving.
Hey, Christy. Hello. Great to see you.
We weren't big on turkey.
Neither were we. My mom would do chicken instead.
Yeah.
Ham reminds me of like Christmas.
Take a big smoked ham picnic and cover it in pineapple rings and stick it in the oven at an open heat and slowly cook that bad boy. It's so yummy.
We used to have honey baked hams here, but they got rid of them. And the second they got rid of them is when everybody was like, "Oh, bring back the honey baked hams." No one went when they were open.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody went. I would go.
That's interesting.
I would go in there because they would have all this fresh food, and they would like slice you pieces and make you sandwiches because nobody would come in there, and they had to cook a ham at least one a day, you know, and have them ready.
Yeah.
Ah, the good old days. Do you have anything like that in North Carolina?
Yeah, it's Smithfield's, and we have the honey baked ham stores. But you can pretty much go to any butcher shop and grab a pig, a ham hock, or whatever the arm, leg, shoulder, whatever it may be. But for the last few years, like a church group has been selling them for like $20, and you can't beat it. So I usually and they'll cook it they'll slow cook it on the grill for you, and then you just pick it up. It's really
we don't have anything like that anymore. Our grocery stores might do that, but that era has kind of come and gone here, as far as like real butcher shops and real places.
Wow.
Like
Cracker Barrel will do it for you too. They'll make you a whole Thanksgiving dinner.
Do you know why you brought that up? Because I have never been in a Cracker Barrel before, ever.
You need to go eat at least once in a Cracker Barrel. It's definitely worth eating there.
Oh, we're bringing him. It's on the list.
And now I need to buy a T-shirt. I'm gonna walk out with like a Cracker Barrel.
And their little shop is fun to shop in too. They sell really great candy and stuff.
I mean, they get some dresses there, 40% off. So,
Oh my God, a Cracker Barrel!
yeah.
Oh yeah, the whole entrance is just a big, like a gift shop.
And old toys and old candy and sodas.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know, that 50s diner I keep on trying to take you to off the 15 is like that.
Yeah.
Oh, how fun!
It's a 50s diner, but when you walk in, it has all the pictures of all the movies that have been made there, and it's some big ones. There's like Steve Martin with the owner. It's like these really awesome pictures.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Before you go to the bathroom, there is this. It's literally another room. It's almost bigger than the diner. It's the gift shop.
Awesome.
I think it's bigger than the diner.
Hi, Denise. How are you?
Yay, Jennifer. Hello. Welcome.
Hey, Jennifer.
You're going to have to be quiet.
Hey Jennifer. Hey Denise. What's going on y'all's way?
One day I will take you there, Twinny McTwin, or I'm just gonna walk in there. Oh, good segue. I bought a new microphone to look even more professional.
Oh, nice.
When I was walking around with this in Vegas, people were like getting out of my way. I'd pull it out and they're like, "Oh, I don't want to get in your shot." Like,
yeah.
I got a strange respect, even more than the cowboy hat, walking around with this thing. So I'm improving on my rig.
Next time we see him, I'll take a picture and he'll have it hanging around his neck like a trophy.
And to my Las Vegas cop buddy who pulled me over and is still subscribed because he has a public YouTube channel. You're awesome. You are absolutely awesome. He's still
Any of
subscribed
you
to my
guys that
channel.
live,
He's still subscribed to my channel. They took one look at me and they're like, he asked me about my camera. I told him, they were like, have a good night.
Oh,
And technically, I was in the wrong. I did a California roll. I was so excited to be back in Vegas. I was playing Huey Lewis in the news so loud that I couldn't see them behind me until he turned on his light. Well, I wasn't looking behind me. Let's just put it that way. Oh, good times. Hey, Denise. Hello, hello.
hi,
I feel like
Denise.
I feel like I need to pull out the mini brother sewing machine because Terry had a great question about what makes it mini. The box makes it look huge. It's actually a quite a tiny sewing machine. As I have,
And that's the first one I found at the antique mall, right?
yes,
It was $7. I just remember seeing $7 on that thing. I was like, no way.
I'm trying
Crazy.
to think of I was trying to think of a snappy title, but nothing was coming because you have the eye for sewing machines. You do. And when I go by myself, I never find a sewing machine.
You find plenty of sewing machines,
But
sir.
you found an antique because this is front loading. This thing, the box. Seriously, the box makes this thing heavy.
Yeah, it's
This
twice
is-
the size of the machine.
This is real wood right here.
Jennifer wants to know what everyone is working on.
I am working on my Big Lebowski vest. Because I watch way too much television and movies, and I'm also working on a vest that matches my blue North Carolina jacket, as Tony McTwin calls it.
Yeah. UNC. Bleh. No. I'm working on my cathedral window quilt. So you'll see that eventually. Maybe. So
What about you, Alex?
Alex, is she here?
no.
Cynthia.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I thought you were.
Did I get the wrong name?
Yeah, you called me Alex.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
that's okay. I just thought maybe she was in the chat, and so I was looking for her name. I am going to start making some pot holders with this gingerbread print. So that's the project I'm going to start tonight.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. I'm still trying to figure out about this machine and many other Alibaba. I'm putting that big bobbin in the sky. This is a mystery to me, just because there's not much information about it at all. And I found machines that are like it,
Mhm.
so it's 1950s ish.
Okay.
Ish.
Thank
Let
you,
me
Jeff.
make sure.
Oh, that's a good idea.
You know, I never like researched it or anything. Oh, Ollie wants the number.
Okay, it is a Craftsman. Oh, I am so sorry. It is a Brother 900. And it is JA54.
Uh-huh.
And then there's a space.
All right.
And it says A59748.
4-8. You said there's an A in front of the 5?
Yes.
Okay. All right. There you go, Ollie. It's in the chat.
Thank you.
Rip It and So On wants to know, if you go to a market, what would you buy from a sewist?
I'm constantly in search for supplies. I have this there was this weird sale on Amazon where it was called something else. I didn't realize I was buying from a different entity. It was called Amazon Marketplace.
Oh, yeah.
I had no idea. I was just clicking buttons. And I bought a t-shirt ruler, but I'm constantly looking for sewing supplies when I see. That's why I like going to quilting shows, because it's filled with rulers and all kinds of stuff that I can use in clothes. I made my daughter an apron out of out of that fabric, Cynthia.
That's a good idea. That's what I should do too. Make a matching apron. I might do that.
I need to go find all the aprons I made.
You mentioned Amazon Marketplace. Have you heard of that before? Have you, any of you, heard of it?
No.
Basically, what it is when I go to Amazon Marketplace, I have designated that a percentage goes to my son's, their high school band.
Oh,
So it's used like as fundraising also. So maybe 2% of my purchase will Amazon Marketplace will donate to whatever 501(c)(3) I choose.
Interesting.
So it's kind of a fundraising portion of Amazon.
So can I do it for my job?
Well, I don't know.
yeah,
I don't
because you're a
know.
nonprofit. Yeah.
Yeah, you might be able to. I don't know how the band, whoever in the band, the president or whatever, I don't know how they got a hold of Amazon and communicated and got that set up or anything, but it's worth looking into.
Ribbon and so on. I say supplies, but if you had a cool t-shirt, I would buy that too. I am addicted to wearing t-shirts. As I'm like I'm wearing a Mac or something.
So is there a price on there on that t-shirt? Like, can we buy you for the price that's on the t-shirt?
No, not everybody thinks like you, Twin McTwin.
Oh, I was gonna tell everybody that's an hourly rate, y'all.
Oh, you can't afford me. You can't afford me.
Not at California prices.
I'm from California. I need a Learjet.
I don't know why I just thought about that. And I was like, I wonder if there's a price on it.
Colorado College played against my hometown team, the University of North Dakota, this weekend, 9-10. Did they win or lose? I got to look that up. I don't go on Facebook as much as I used to. Great to see you. But I still get like emails from Colorado College. I'm all up on their page. By the end of the season, I feel like I know way too much, and it's all because I have a bunch of their merch that I found. And it said hockey on it, and I was yellow and black, and I'm like, oh, I like this, and it started this weird journey.
How funny.
Is that machine 12.5 inches in length? Whoa. Let's find out. It's 1.1.5. So it's 13. And that's from the nose of the sewing machine, because from plate to plate it's a little bit bigger. I think it's a mini sewing machine. But that starts the debate of what is a mini sewing machine. If you look, this thing is literally half the size of a normal sewing machine, as my desk is just clogged with stuff. And I need to move the other sewing machine, but I still have more stuff to show off.
Yeah.
So it'll.
You know what's really funny? I wish I could see the Northern Lights.
Well, everybody in the United States may be able to see them. So here's how it goes. The northern states all the way up to the Arctic can see them with the naked eye. From the northern states down to the mid states, some people might see them on the more northerly end of the mid states.
Yeah.
And everywhere down below that, if you go outside and it looks like there's a haze in the sky, turn the night shooting of your camera on, and the camera will pick it up.
Okay.
You know, it's really funny. I read this book about how disappointing sci-fi would be in real life because our eye can't pick up the light spectrum of a lot of the stuff that we see in pictures.
Mm-hmm.
So we would fly right through it, not realizing that we were going through this like beautiful spectrum of light. We would literally just soar right through it, not realizing if we didn't have a way to
Wow.
detect it.
Mm-hmm.
Denise wants to know, when did you make the black coat in the short with colossal pants?
I made that coat. Oh yikes! It's in my intro, so I made that coat 3 or 4 years ago. Shipped like 3/4 machine size, also a Coronado as well as a brother. Ooh, that's what I like to hear. I love Japanese clones because they're from brands that are either defunct or ones that are still around. Hey, now I'm gonna be outside like this tonight. I'm constantly looking at the stars because our planet is always being hit by comets. And so any night, if you stand out there long enough, you'd probably see a comet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Lots of things hitting our atmosphere. Absolutely. I was even telling the kids today, because we just started our astronomy unit, like just like how little we are in the universe. Like that's the 4th grade standard. Like there's more to it, but like we talked about with all of the satellites that are in our atmosphere, and you can see them going by, and you can how to tell a satellite from a plane when it's in the air. And yeah, all this different stuff. And it's just like how big our galaxy really is. So they were just amazed by it. You should have saw their eyes when I was showing them the video and we were talking about it. I love science and 10-year-olds. Just amazing.
That's what got me into science. It was around that age. Also, that and Star Trek: The Next Generation, because it came out in 1987, and I was like right around that age where I was like, I want to go to space. It was 88. It was 88.
Yes. Oh, it's fun. Definitely fun.
I look like, oh, it looks like haze now.
Oh.
We do
Yeah,
have
if you can't see it with a visible eye, but when you go outside, it looks like there's a haze or a very thin layer of fog or clouds. It's not. It's northern lights. And I don't know what kind of phone you have, but on mine it's called Nightscape. You set the camera to Nightscape and go out there and stand really still when you hit that button, and don't move until the camera finishes doing what it's doing, and it should capture it.
You're making me want to go outside right now.
and Denise just reminded me that we are having like a once in every 10-year storm coming. So I probably won't
That
be able.
magnetic storm.
I won't be able to see. I will not be able. Probably able to.
Yeah, that's what she said. Yeah.
I forgot about that. It's been overcast all day.
Yeah.
If I'm wearing flannel of any kind, it's under 70 degrees.
Denise wants to know if there were any buttons on the black coat.
No, and it's made of a material. I wish I'd purchased more. When I used to go to downtown Los Angeles and buy from the fashion district, I would just Modelo Man would give me crazy prices. I'd be like, how much a yard? He'd be like, for you, $1. And I'd be like, I need 20 yards. And I have these rolls of stuff. And I would go crazy. I should have bought more of this material. It's the darkest material I've ever purchased. It hasn't faded yet. I've washed that. That's a coat. That's my default coat. Like when I'm wearing pants and I don't want to draw attention necessarily to my coat, I wear those. I wear that coat because last night's short was more about the pants and not about the coat, you know. And it's about the outfit, even though I look like a poor man's Undertaker with my hat and my coat and my. I'm on the East Coast. I'm an hour ahead of you. Not sure I'll see anything here. I'm jealous. When I drive to Vegas, I pull over and I go and look at the stars. It is one of those, it's a humbling experience to see how tiny we are in the universe.
There's a lot of people last night north of Jacksonville that got northern lights, and it was the reddest I've ever seen.
That's awesome.
It's crazy. The different colors showing up.
Yes, Ollie.
So I'm hoping I'll see red because last year around this same time, I think someone someone posted on Facebook that there's a fire in town, and I'm like, huh? Why don't I hear sirens? So I go outside, and the whole sky on this side of the house was red, and it looked like something was on fire. And then I went down to the lake so I could get a better look. It was northern lights,
That's beautiful.
and the
Cool.
whole entire sky lit up like fire.
Wow. That is so cool.
And yes, Alibaba, for the record, I'm freezing. I am absolutely cold. I'm like, you know what's so funny? This is the time of year where I'm sitting in a room of coats. Ones I've made, ones that I've purchased. So I have no reason to ever be cold. But yeah, I'm freezing, Ollie. You would laugh at me right now. You would be here in short. You would be in this room in short sleeves. But as a Californian, we are not. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm not used to this weather.
I think that San Diego, when I took the kids to this was in a month before 9/11. I took them to San Diego. We spent, I think we spent a week and a half there with some friends. And I have to say, I was shocked. This was in late part of August, and it was cold at night.
Oh.
Hello, Linda, and hello, Dre. You know, San Diego is on the coast, and so it gets cold because our water on the West Coast is freezing.
Yeah, I noticed. All the kids are getting in the water, and their lips are turning purple. And I'm like, I'm not getting in there with that cold water.
Our
Thank you.
water is on, and that's such a myth because it is like Hades hot here. Our water is freezing. Our water is the strangest thing. And yes, Dre, I'm freezing. You guys think I'm joking? If I was to ever go back to somewhere where it's cold, I would have to acclimate back to the weather.
Mm-hmm.
I would come full ski mask, unironically, gloves.
Minnesota, here you come.
Stupid city water tank thing, making it impossible to get a photo. Oh, I know that feeling. You know what's funny? It's because LA is that way. But if I look south, it's nothing but light pollution. If I look north, it's dark.
Wow, I did not know that, Denise. Denise says,
Wow.
the last penny was minted today in the USA. If you use cash, unless you have exact change, you may get rounded up by retailers.
To quote,
It happens. They round up here.
hold on. To quote the treasurer, it is still, and I'm not joking because I saw this on the news. Because I eat dinner with my family every evening, and I saw this on the news. The treasurer flat out said it's still legal tender, and I think he said like 30 billion or 333 billion pennies that are still in circulation. As somebody who works with cash, to my people who have cash, pennies are still valid. So if anyone says anything,
You can bet there's lots of piggy banks with pennies, full piggy banks full of pennies.
should I collect my pennies now? I had this whole like, I was sitting at dinner and I'm like, I'm such a dinosaur. I lived long enough to see the last penny. Like, do I save them now? What do I do?
No.
You know,
When my kids were young and I wanted to save pennies, we had a big, huge water jug, the glass one, and we would drop all the pennies in there. And when Christmas arrived, that thing would be like half full, and we would dump it out on the table and roll all of them, and then go use it for gift shopping.
hi Alex, how's it going?
Hey, Alex.
Fine.
Really
I lost track of time.
Really quickly, what kind of cup is that? It's gonna be the cup of the day. Sorry, cup of the day.
Sorry. Cup of the day is my puppy cup that says Merry Christmas.
Yes.
We appreciate coffee cups here in the House of Sewing. I had to build an extra cabinet when I made my kitchen to house my unruly amount.
I don't blame you. I'm pretty sure when I get my stuff moved up here, I'm going to have a cabinet. My plan is to have a shelf across the back of my wall that has all my coffee cups on it.
I like that.
I was shopping on wallyworld.com, and I made the mistake of going down the track of Star Wars coffee cups.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, babe. They got Star Wars 1-cup coffee makers. I
Wow.
want one so bad. Then I don't have to keep going up and down the stairs.
I might buy myself one for Christmas.
And it comes with a mug.
Nice.
I got this from a tourist. So did Nikolai.
Oh, that's
Oh,
awesome.
$2 bill? Yeah.
$2.
Yep, and that ain't going anywhere. I'm keeping that.
Yeah.
I collect those.
My grandpa used to give each one of the grandkids one for Christmas every year.
Well, that's cool.
I
My
My
knew
father
I-
collected Susan B. Anthony coins, too.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that was back in
Yeah.
the 80s.
He had like
Wow.
I think
like
those are so much
rolls of Susan B.
That's
Anthony's.
cool. That's
Look at
Let's see.
pulling out their $2 bills.
No, some guy a while ago. I can't even remember where I was. I was somewhere. I was like somewhere in the middle of nowhere, and they were like, "I have a $2 bill," and I was like, "I'll take that because I know it's worth $10, 10 times more than $2."
There, that's his special money.
You have to, if you look for the one that says silver on it, they're worth so much more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those
Yeah,
silver
so-
certificates.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Rita, the very cynical news announcer, she was like, now retailers have an excuse to charge you 5 cents more. So now they're just going to round everything up to 5 cents, and it will not be in your favor. I guarantee you.
Well, at least in Nevada, all I have to do is go up a penny because there's no state tax.
What are they going to do with the penny slots in Nevada? I have questions. And you know, to be fair, they don't shoot out pennies anymore. To anyone who's wondering, if you
No.
have been to Vegas, they give you tickets.
Yeah.
That's how all the slot machines are now.
I'll go and save pennies all year long in a 5-gallon jug. Come Christmas time, all the family would show up. We would gather with them. Poker, bingo, everything. I love that.
Oh, that's great.
I knew somebody who worked in the restaurant business, and she had an Arrowhead jug. For anyone who doesn't know Arrowhead, they're these big 5-gallon water plastic jugs, and she filled it with change. She had thousands upon thousands upon thousands of dollars,
Wow.
and she'd put ones in there. Like, that thing was worth its weight in gold.
Wow.
Even in my poor box filled, it's like $200 or $300 with change. It's in my old Nikon box that I wrap. Every once in a while I rewrap it because it's so ratty. But that box filled is a couple $100. Last time I went to Vegas, I cashed it in, and I had like $70 or $80, and it wasn't even filled all the way.
Yeah, I have like one of the old formula jars from when my kids were little, and anytime I find money from the washing machine or dollar bills because I leave it, I just put it in there, and I tell them that it's our beach fund or something like that. They don't question it, and hopefully they haven't found it yet.
As somebody who is the official laundry man of this side of town, do not leave money in your pocket. That is dad tax.
Yeah.
Unless I find your rent money, I'm not. If I found a few hundred, I'm gonna question you. Like, what do you do when you leave here at 10 o'clock every night? But besides that, I find fives, all kinds of stuff. But it's different with my son because all the money I find is the stuff I gave him. So that is not as much fun. I still have Sacagaweas. I still have the Lincoln dollar coins.
Yeah.
I knew someone that used to collect coins. I'm not into it because unless you have all the coins printed before a certain date, all the modern coins aren't worth much.
Mm. My did you ever collect wheat pennies?
Yes.
Yeah, my dad collected a bunch of wheat pennies. He had this old it looked like a payphone, and so it had just like a little piece in the back, but we would just put coins in there all the time and then shake them out, count them up, and then put them all back in. But every time I find a wheat penny, no matter where I am, I always give it to him, even though he doesn't collect them anymore. I still give them to him.
I love that.
Yeah.
I used to collect coins and stuff, but like, excuse me,
Job.
when I worked at Carl's, if I found any rare coin, they would let me exchange it.
Yeah.
So I always have to change right next to my desk. So if I saw a coin that wasn't, and I also kept the Canadian coins because it would mess with our money count.
Yes.
Because we were not allowed to count.
I used to do that at Subway. I would put I would always be on the register. And so I would always have like $10, $20 on me. And whenever a $2 bill or certain coins came in, I always took them out.
I do that. I still
My boss has asked me one day, what the hell are you doing with our money? Why are you taking money out? I said, I'm putting money back in.
I have found 2 buffalo nickels that way.
Yeah.
People don't know what they have. If you have any gold, don't cash it in yet. They're predicting it's going to be.
Yeah, I heard that.
I mean, you know what? I am the real life Doc Holliday. I'm sitting on a silver mine. My grandma collected silver.
Ow.
I wish she collected gold.
Even quarters, if you bounce them and they make that they have like a little different sound, it's because they're like, I guess, made of silver or something like that. They have more silver inside of them, and you can cash them out.
They're silver. The quarters and $half pieces are silver if they were made from 1962 and earlier.
Yeah.
There's a penny in here, so you got me.
And I think the $1 piece is the same. I believe it's also 162 and earlier.
Okay.
Or 1962 and earlier. The only reason I know that is because that's the year I was born.
Hey, Andrea, great to see you. Great to see you.
Ow.
And you are not hallucinating. I am dressed like this because it is like it's cold.
Aww.
It's probably in the.
Oh, poor baby. I feel so bad for you. Not.
Ouch. Yeah. That would be summer. I had to mute Alexa on that one because it's not as cold as I think it is. I'm just freezing. Great to see you. Great to see you. It dips down at night now.
It's called winter. I know you're not used to it.
No.
But that's in the North call it winter.
Nope. Not in any way, shape, or form.
Or hell, whichever one you prefer.
I have I need to check on my coins. I have the silver coins that I have prior to 1975. I had a crazy coin collection, but that was kind of something I gave up on. I found sewing machines.
What's this line in the middle of my screen?
Great to see you. Great to see you, Andrea. Same rule here. Though we do let each other know. So you got frantic trying to find money, you had. Oh, you know what? That's the thing. Like, I would never take a large amount from somebody, but if I find a $5, that's dad tax. But like I said, it's just me and my son.
I used to have people friggin' pay for their dinner and just leave. And I'm sitting there at the gas station or something. They'd give me like $100 bill, or depending on how much gas, over 100, and they would just leave. And before I could say, hey, they were already at their truck. And I'm thinking, well, what do I do with this money? Guess it's mine now.
That's a tip. Like when I used to work in fancy restaurants as a waiter, people they'd walk away and I'm like, either I'm going to chase you or hug you. And 99.9999%, they would just leave, if it was $60, they'd leave 120 or something, and they'd walk away. And I would appreciate it because I was brokey as a joke back then. Absolutely. No, honestly, Andrea, I understand. Everybody should take a break. I needed a vacation.
Ow.
And then when I came back, I needed a vacation from the vacation. And honestly, right now, even when I woke up this morning, I was like, oh, I need another day off. Literally had one off yesterday. Literally had a day off yesterday. And I was like, I'm not ready to go back to work. Especially because I do the same thing, wash, rinse, repeat every day,
Oh, yeah. Teaching's the same way. Oh, yeah. I thought it was Monday. I was so glad when I looked at the calendar again and go, it is Wednesday.
So
Wednesday.
I that was me last week. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
So quite a few things came through my Amazon Christmas, which I'm still at this weird point where even today, on the way home from school, I looked at my son and I was like, you want a hat? And he's like, yes, I want a hat. So I've already ruined Christmas because we just go and buy things. We have an Amazon bins by my house.
Oh, I would love to have one of those. It's probably a good
But-
thing I don't have one of those.
Because I try not to go in there because it's different with clothes because I get inspired going to the bins because I find crazy linen, all lost fabric, all kinds of crazy stuff. And because I have an odd torso, I always find clothes in my size because for some reason people my size they're like that clothes always ends up in the bins, and that's cool because I always find a shirt that's perfect for me. But my son, I think this is the first time we've gone to a bin situation. The kid's a pro. He was in there digging and everything. But it was funny because after we left, he found all this kind of stuff. He found a workout band, a resistance band, he got an Arkansas license plate. Why? I don't know. But my son has an Arkansas license plate with an expiration 09 on it.
Birthday.
That's crazy.
And I don't know why, because I ran it. But it's a legal plate.
Yeah.
And it was in the Amazon thing.
Has he ever collected plates before?
No, but like he's gonna smile when I have in my toolbox that I can't get to until I pull out the Christmas stuff. I have like 5 or 6 plates from old cars. I have like an Arizona plate. I'll give it to him. He wants to collect plates. I'm like, here, kid. I have a bunch of the old black California plates.
I have a New York plate if he really wants one he just sits there.
Don't start that. Don't start that because that's gonna. Then collections are dangerous in my house. On a positive note, I went to a huge craft show this past weekend, and found lots of goodies. I love craft shows.
Yeah.
I will be right back. I'm going to take Laura outside for a minute.
Okay. I'm glad to hear that. Awesome. Yay, you guys. I saw the longest star. I stepped out. I love that. I love this time of year.
Oh, I need to go check. If you could see something, Jess, then I need to go out and check.
I have to go look. Hold on, let me go get it. I doubt you can see it where I live. I have to put these guys on.
We're supposed to be able to see it here, but I haven't looked.
So when I went outside and took a picture, I sent it to William and to Cynthia, but you can see just a tinge of green. I mean, you have to also realize I'm in North Carolina, so I'm for a lot further down than most people. But I bet it's spectacular up in upstate New York where my mom is because she lives right up on the border of Canada and New York. So, 900 miles north. It's definitely a different story. But just the sheer, just thinking about it, the magnetism and just the energy from that's being produced by that light. It's just we're like a big old Christmas ornament, just lit up. That's what I think about. I know it's weird. Okay, I totally get it, but I'm always relating things to elementary kids. Like, how do you explain it to a 10-year-old when they don't get it? Even though you try to, use all the academic terms that you can, they just look at you like a deer in a headlight. So, and they're adorable, and it's good. I can't wait. I'll have to share that picture
Jess,
with
did
you.
Did you like your picture I sent you today?
Yeah, I thought it was adorable. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh, Jess needs these in her life. I need to buy the mold and make them for her.
I love me a Highland, y'all. Love me a Highland.
I just like the fact that it was flipping y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, it's hilarious. Send her the picture. Because I don't think I have her on Facebook.
Okay.
I can't see the lights, but the clouds are purple and it's beautiful outside.
Oh, amaze.
Wow.
Hey, Regina, hello.
I'd like to know why I can thread a needle on a sewing machine, but all of a sudden I can't thread a needle in my hand.
Hi, Regina. Hey, K Money.
I love that. I saw that video. K Money, your kids are amazing.
Yes.
I like that. It's beautiful outside. To any of my Californians, the stars are kind of out there, but the clouds are they're passing over. The clouds are purple where I live. We don't get like Arizona sunsets, but we get orange and purple and red, but not like Arizona.
Yeah.
Did you take a picture?
No, it's dark. And you know what iPhones? I have iPhones. I, for years, have been taking pictures of the moon, and I get this big orb. I get this giant orb. iPhones are the worst at taking pictures of the sky. Hey, Benji!
Hey,
Well,
Benji.
Katie said to put it on nights, your camera on night, whatever. You should go back out and see if you get a picture, what it gets on the night.
That is enough, you two.
I actually will try that. I'm one of those people, like, I don't mess around with a lot of the settings on my, the only thing I've ever really explored is my camera. But everything else I haven't.
Hey, William, your mic is messing up. It sounds like it's rubbing against your...
That's Cynthia. Is that Cynthia?
I don't know, somebody.
Is it me?
Yeah, when you were moving.
Oh.
Are you wearing a mic?
No, but I'm running my fingers across my fabric. Maybe that's what it is.
Oh, it probably is.
Oh.
Really loud.
I'll mute myself.
Blaming me. Be blaming me. Even though I'm the usual suspect, they'll be blaming me.
Well, you had a mic on, so I thought I would ask. Smart ass. So what I miss?
I purposely put it over here because I am a kicker and a mover. I move my knee, I'm kicking, I stand up and walk around. So I purposely put it away from me. If you use your camera and look, not the naked eye.
Are you freaking kidding me, people?
Best time is usually looking around 2 a.m. I love looking at the stars. I'm a stargazer. I can tell you, at least from my position, even in Nevada, where every star, all the identifiable ones, I could show you Orion's belt, all of that, depending on what time of year it is.
I always wanted to go south in the southern hemisphere and see the Southern Cross and like the constellations down there. So I think that would be beautiful someday.
And at least twice in my life, I've been a place where the stars are exact opposite.
Mm-hmm.
It's a strange thing when you know where you are as far as positioning goes, and you go somewhere else and you have to do this.
Yeah.
Because usually they're over here, but now they're all over here. Hey, K Money, I like that.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Benji.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Benji. That's the worst. That is the worst. Whenever we go out, whenever the power goes out here, I literally watch my son go through withdrawals. He's like, what do we do without the internet? And I'm like, son, let me show you what we used to do before.
Right.
This is a
Well, you know what's bad now is even if, like when the game systems when they first came out, like the bigger ones, the PlayStation and the Xbox, you didn't necessarily have to have the internet to play 99% of the games.
No, the original PlayStation.
But now you do. It's almost impossible.
And it's called pay to play. I am. First, Regina says I showed the video today, and at the end of them said, "Oh, group hug, guys." Oh.
Finally.
My son was banned on the PlayStation because he was like a child and said crazy things on there. But long story short, that was the greatest thing that ever happened to us because my son found physical recreation besides video games. I do not miss the pay for play. And I'm not saying this as a flex. I spent thousands of dollars on Minecraft and Fortnite. I could have went to France. I could have went to France twice. And
what we do for our kids.
A fancy trip.
Yeah.
Like I didn't realize it until one Thanksgiving. My cousin walks in and he was really into video games. And he looks at me and he's like, do you realize your son's Minecraft account is worth like $900? And I was like, I did not know that. And he's like, and then your Fortnite account is worth like $2,000 because my son had every skin. I didn't know. I had no idea. So I am not a fan of pay for play as far as video games go. I'm over it. I'm so glad that my son has found physical recreation. And you know what? I'm going to buy him an elliptical machine for Christmas. I'm kidding. So, on my weird quest of things, I have been looking for all kinds of weird World Series memorabilia. This is a patch from the 90s that...
Oh, I like it.
It's authentic. It's a real patch, but it's missing the year.
So it has to be Braves.
Do you know I have a bunch of baseball tickets that are probably at least 40 years old now?
Yeah, did you say baseball cards?
I did. I have a bunch of them, and they're in plastic sleeves,
Yep.
all nice and pristine.
Oh, you got to keep those. Those are, as the years go on, they become worth more and more.
Well, I'm pretty sure they're worth something by now.
A long time ago, I sold a Peyton Manning rookie card and a Derek
Shame
Jeter
on you.
rookie card for I think it was like $400 or $500 each. The guy had to call his boss. I walked in and the guy was like, "Why are you selling these?" And I was like, "I'm getting divorced." He was like, "Give me 3 seconds." And he called his boss, and you could hear his boss saying, "Give him whatever he wants."
Oh, yeah. Especially with Peyton.
It was an older gentleman that gave it to me because he couldn't keep them or something.
Aww.
And so I don't know how long he had them before he gave them to me.
Wow.
And so with this patch, I typed in 1993 World Series, but this could be anywhere from 1991 to 93. They had 3 years in a row with the same logo. They would only just put a year. I'm probably gonna get another Braves hat and put that on that. So, or I was thinking Minnesota Twins. This is a lot bigger than I thought it was.
Oh.
This is huge.
Oh, Battle of the Bay. That was it that big?
Wow.
I think this is
Oh,
I've been watching every World Series today for research. They did not wear this on the hat. I do not care. I'm going to put this on the hat. This was on their uniform.
Okay.
Both teams had Battle of the Bay on their uniform. Just as they had Subway Series when the Yankees played the Mets in the 2000s. And this thing is huge. I don't care. I'm going to put it on this hat. I'm going to put it on this hat. I do not care how humongous this patch is. But my thing is, should I use patch glue?
Mm-mm.
Do you have a way to stitch it on?
I own a press. I've really been doing research, and like none of my hats have a single stitch on them. This this patch is from the 2013 All-Star game in Manhattan. It fell off my hat.
Yeah.
It was glued on there. You could
I would stitch it.
Yeah. I think I would just stitch it. I mean, if you need like water dissolvable glue just to like place it so it doesn't move while you're stitching it, maybe that at the beginning, but I don't know if it would make it rougher on the inside of the hat. Like that's what I'm thinking. Like would the glue be absorbed into the fabric and make it kind of really stiff on that other side?
Even if it did, as long as it's a washable glue, like a wash away glue, it's gonna wash it. As long as he rubs like a cloth over it or something, or if he washes it for some reason after he's stitched it,
Yeah.
it should the glue should go away out of the fabric.
This hat,
I would use school glue, honestly.
this whatever adhesive they used for this hat. I bought this hat in 2013,
Yeah.
and the patch just fell off like recently. So whatever they used lasted forever.
So it wasn't stitched on, it was just glued on originally.
I thought it was stitched on, but you can
Yeah.
clearly see that it was glued on.
Yeah. Interesting. I always thought that they would have put a couple stitches in it somewhere. But
Same.
yeah,
I think if you pay that damn much money for a hat like that, it should be stitched on.
Yeah.
These hats are not cheap. Even back then, this was considered a specialty hat because it came from an All-Star game.
Oh, that's what you need, stars.
You could get one right now because they do that for every All-Star game. You know, you could fall down a hat rabbit hole because every All-Star game gets their own specialty hat.
Yep. Yeah. Because in Atlanta, it was blue. It was the Atlanta hat this year because that's part of the All-Star team game, wasn't it? In Atlanta.
So it's going to be interesting to see what I do with those. Katie, how are you doing?
Damn.
Me or someone else?
No, you. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
What time is it? I have such a rookie question. What time is it right now in Greenland?
2:53 in the morning.
Oh, so you're like me. I'm doing.
Yeah, well,
I'm doing jumping jacks.
I got smart. I took a really long nap today so that I would hold out.
I do that. Well, I tried. That's the hope.
Well, the other night when I watched you guys, I was here with you the whole time, and it was 5:15 in the morning when you shut down. And it was like, oh my God, it's almost 6 o'clock in the morning here.
That was because and that was the night we went late because it was they didn't have school the next day or work the next day.
Yeah, that was why. Yep.
Yeah, I went in the parking lot and cried this morning at work because I had to get back to reality. I pulled up and I'm like, oh, not you again.
I can look and see how many hours of daylight we have left now because I'm noticing a big significant difference now. Let me go look real quick.
I'm thinking about
because when I checked about a week ago, it was 7 hours.
Oh wow!
Sorry.
Oh no! You don't ever have to apologize. It was like 3 a.m. here, I think. So like I say, some nights I go full Elvis. Some nights I. I am thinking about removing the blue chair and then moving all of these over so you can see that there are actually sewing machines behind me.
Rip it. Are you still planning on
I want to
coming
ask
in
you a
on
question.
Friday? Let me know.
What's that, Katie?
I want to ask you a question though.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
What was your very first sewing machine that you bought, and how long have you been sewing?
I was raised around sewists. My grandmother was a to say obsessive, compulsive, habitual sewist is an understatement. That she always had a project. When I took upon her house, I didn't realize half of the stuff didn't have tags. She made everything. My grandmother made everything, and my father, a Vietnam tough guy, sewed. He sewed. He had either a 404 or a 301A. I really like memory is a funny thing. It was a beige sewing machine and it was a Singer, but I still to this day cannot remember if it's a. I bet I could find pictures. I bet I could, like, if I really dug, because we took a million pictures in my family.
I remember seeing a Singer treadle machine at my maternal grandmother's house, because she sewed a lot.
And my parents considered
She was
sewing. I'm classically trained. I speak another language. I can play an instrument. I know how to cook, and I know how to fix my own clothes. My parents were like, "All right, well,
Hey.
you have to have these skills, and then you can leave the house."
that's a good skill set
So
to learn. Taught my kids how to cook.
in my mind, everybody should know how to thread a sewing machine and like fix a patch or even hand sew a patch in their clothes. But I have a
You
rough
should know the
job,
basics at least.
at least, or everybody should at least have a sewing kit and know how to work it. But I'm old,
I agree.
I'm old school. You should, and it's like I'm that way with my son. My son knows how to cook. He knows how to turn on the washing machine. He knows how to thread a sewing machine.
I mean, schools are taking away like all of those econ, like those home ec classes and things. So
Yeah.
just the basic parts of life, cooking, sewing, gardening, whatever it may be, like it's non-existent in high school now.
Yeah, I think it's interesting that they want to take away that plus art and plus music, but keep sports. That just
Because it brings money into the school.
Pays for things.
that doesn't set well for me because there's many kids who do not do
They
sports.
took me out of home ec
They make money off of the sports, though.
when I was a kid. I was in home ec and I loved that class because I was the only person who knew how to sew. But in the beginning of the semester, the coach walked in and looked around, and I have been this height since high school, and he's like, "Next year you should play football," and he literally recruited me out of the class.
Yeah.
Literally was like, "Hey, tall kid." So I agree.
Okay,
It is about sports. My first fix was when I broke my grandmother's treadle belt. My brother and I tried to make it go as fast as we could. I've done that. I've done that with my grandma's old machine. Heck yeah. Heck.
Oh, Ollie, I can see you doing that. That would be fun.
That was
Boys.
way back in 19. Sad thing is, I still do that as an adult. Let's see if we can make this thing fly.
Am I not remembering it right? Didn't you do that like on a video? Or was it somebody else?
No, it was me to see how fast I could spin a treadle. Yes.
Yes, that's okay. Okay, I'm right. Okay. I
It's because
I had flashbacks.
I homeschool my kids and make sure to teach them all the basic skills. I call it life skills. I homeschool my son as well, and I call it I'm his professor of humanities.
Yes.
Oh, we're museum season's coming too. If you're watching, kid, I have dragged.
I
my
love
son-
museums. That's the one thing I miss about living here.
I have dragged my kid to every exhibit. We used to have season tickets, but he got older, and I gave him a little bit of say. I just like, get in the car, we're going. Oh, I missed that. And so now, I'm gonna go yell at my kid. We're going to the museum. Because of his moral objections, we don't go to the zoo anymore. I'm gonna go to the zoo by myself. I'm gonna take 75 pictures, me and the otters. I'm gonna take a picture of my funnel cake. I love going to events here because they have carnival food here. If you have a funnel cake, I will go.
If they could figure out how to eliminate the smell at the zoo, then I would go to the zoo more. But I just can't stand all the smells.
Our zoo is super outdoors, if that helps.
I don't think the zoo smells bad. Yeah.
The only real place that smells bad is like where the monkeys are and when they're kept inside.
I've never been.
Oh, something to do with the monkeys. I think it's just the monkeys themselves.
Yeah. I have a very sensitive nose to the point that my family, they make fun of me because I am too sensitive. And I smell things that they can't smell. And if you say a specific animal, the smell that they have, I can smell it right now.
So you probably couldn't go to a horse ranch and deal with that, could you?
No.
There's nothing that smells better than a horse ranch.
Take a shower before meetings, Cynthia. I smell like a wet saddle.
Though.
I will come home. I will come
I
home.
will go up to a horse to sniff the horse because I have missed the smell of a horse.
I know. I want to go to bull riding. Yeah. I'd love to go to a PBR, but
I don't think you're making it.
You know what? No. I quit smoking cigarettes.
I think cigarette smoke smell worse than animals. Just saying.
I quit smoking cigarettes like I want to say 12, 13, 14 years. I quit counting. It's been a while. My nose changed. I could all of a sudden I could smell it. I'm like, I didn't know people smelled like that. So I totally get it. My life changed when I quit smoking cigarettes. More than anything else, more than the nicotine drop and me freaking out, it was I could smell. Mm-hmm. And I was not ready for it. I was not ready for the world. I was not. All the cologne and everything. Because I couldn't smell it.
Well, the cigarette smoke kills the little hairs in your nose, and those little hairs are what sends smell to your brain.
Yeah.
And so when you stop smoking, those little hairs start to grow back. Your lungs start to clean out. I mean, it's nice that at least when you stop smoking, everything reverses. That the damage you're doing can reverse, can get better, or at least slow down the damage. From the damage you got, that's going to slow down because of your not adding more smoke to it. But that's why you can smell.
It was traumatic at first being reintroduced to the human race.
I'm telling you, see, that's what I deal with. I hate it. Most, like when we're pregnant, we have real sensitive noses.
Yeah.
Well, mine is like that all the time for life. I mean, all my life. I just smell things and so I would love. I mean, I used to ride horses as a kid, at camp, and I don't think I could handle the smell of the horse sweat. Just
yay!
Things like that. That's what. So yeah, when the kids would ask to go to the zoo, I would try to find somebody else to go with them. I did go to the zoo a few times, but when they wanted to go all the time, I was like calling the sister-in-law. She loves the zoo, so I was calling her, asking her.
I will go. I'll show up with the minivan. Let's go. I hope they have funnel cake here.
I don't particularly care for zoos, but not for that reason. I don't like it because it bothers me to see animals that should be in nature sitting behind cages and stuff, not living their best life.
That is the very reason my son doesn't go anymore. And
Because it
I'm
bugs me.
gonna send I'm gonna go by
Can
myself. I
I
still
have
get
a question. It doesn't have to do with the animals.
Okay.
Thank you. Or smoking. Okay. Uh, so I'm hand sewing, and because I've been so sick and depressed, and I've lost so much weight, my thimble doesn't keeps falling off my finger. So, and I just had to take a nail off so I could use my thimble. What kind of friggin' thimble do I need that I can still wear my nails with?
Don't
Do you
ask
have those
me. I don't have an answer for that one.
Is there
Band-Aid?
even such?
Band-Aid. Get a Band-Aid. Wrap her around till it
I
fits.
thought they had a metal one that like it was open, except
They
for
do. Yeah, they have one of those that wrap around like that. You can use that. They also have like little dots that you can stick on your on your fingers, like where you normally
I
have it.
have some of those little dot thingies somewhere. I should try them.
I have banjo. I have metal finger picks
Yeah.
that are made for playing the banjo. I
Because
don't know. Maybe I
these
should wear those while sewing.
DMC needles, every time I push them through with my hand, the back part of the needle where the eye is goes right through my finger. Literally, it goes straight up through my skin.
Hmm.
So I'm getting poked from both ends. It does not feel good. But look what I did.
So Rip It and So On and Andrea said that they no longer like the smell of smoke. As somebody who can barely breathe, who quit smoking, I should have quit smoking 20 years ago, but I still like the smell
Not
of
going to.
smoke.
How many
20
years
twin
did you
things I
I am-
never I still like the smell of smoke. When we were in Vegas, I was like, get it in,
It's
get
like
it in.
fresh air for him. He's like,
As a person that still smokes, I will not quit. I do not want to quit.
yeah.
I know the risks. I'm not going to quit.
You'll quit when you can't breathe.
Everyone
No,
at
I
my
won't.
job,
I will not.
everyone at my job, this has been a while now. They all still smoke. When they see me, they put it out. Because I will stand there and be
Here,
like,
here's my deal with that. Okay, I've been smoking off and on since I was 14 years old. I quit for a few years on my own. I went back to it. I got pregnant. I quit smoking with both of my pregnancies and started smoking again for other reasons that I won't mention. I did talk to my doctor about it, and that's what we came up with.
Probably.
It was better for me to smoke than for me to drink.
I've never
So,
liked the smell of smoke.
Here's my thing. As a smoker, I understand the risks to my health. However, I also understand the risks to every other person's health. And I am respectful to those that do not smoke. If somebody comes over or I'm over at somebody else's place and they don't smoke, I don't just whip out my cigarettes and light up.
Yeah.
If they say, no, you can go ahead and smoke, I say no because you are not a smoker. It is not fair to me. It's not fair to you for me to light up in your house. The whole thing is this back and forth crap. If everybody would just be respectful to everybody and stop badgering everybody, things would go a lot better.
Regal Rose, welcome to the House of Sewing. Great to see you. Great to see you. Great to see you.
Oh,
Please
hi,
continue.
Regal.
Regal, welcome.
Regal.
I grew up in the weird world of people smoking, so I don't have an opinion. Like I said, my son still has that coat where Grandpa gave it to him, and it smells like cigarettes. I just told him he can't keep it in his room because I don't want the rest of his stuff to smell like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't breathe around it. Like cigarette smoke, campfire smoke, which I hate because I love campfires.
Yes.
But now when I'm around them, it's like my lungs it's like I can't breathe at all. It's like I can't get air in at all. So
One of the
it's a weird feeling. And I grew up, my mom was a smoker. So I grew up with mom smoking in the house. And now that I've been away after moving off to college and stuff, I just can't be in it anymore. I can't breathe. I need an oxygen mask to be able to breathe or something.
Yeah,
I'm a
one of the
glutton.
worst things that happens is when you're a non-smoker and you're going to go through the front door of a store and you have smokers camped out on both sides of the front door. And me as an asthmatic with bad lungs, it sucks because by the time you walk through there, you can't breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the last time my mom hit me with her purse like Ruth Buzzy. These kids were smoking in front of our local store. And I walked up and they're all like, "Excuse me, sir." They're putting it out. I'm like, "Hey, keep smoking, kids. I just want to smell it." And I get in the store. My mom's like, "What's wrong with you?" Because I do have asthma, but I smoked for a very long time. I should not have.
Mm.
And
How
then
many years did you smoke, William?
solid 19 years.
Wow.
But like at first, like any addiction, it started off as I would just smoke a cigarette, and then, like any addiction, years later, I'm doing this. It's like anything. There was a progression. It wasn't overnight because I started very
To,
young, but then I
to
quit for.
answer so, Terry, yes, I do smoke in my house. However, I only smoke upstairs and I only smoke in my bedroom. I don't smoke anywhere else in my house. And most of the time, I am like in the summertime, I go outside.
I can't
But I
even
also
breathe.
have air purifiers all over my house.
You know what? I'm really weird about. We used to be able to have bonfires on the beach here.
Yeah.
I miss that so because I miss that. I have dreams. I'm sitting on the beach and there's just crates burning in the pits. I miss that. So, and I've been asthmatic my entire life. Like I've never been able to breathe, even pre-cigarettes. So, I don't know. I'm biased towards campfire, and I also grew up camping. I got dragged to every KOA campsite between here and like literally upstate New York with my parents.
That's the
So
same thing.
like,
I grew up with both my parents smoked. My dad did quit. He would smoke pipes and then he just quit. And my mom smoked her entire life off and on.
Yeah.
The last she finally quit for good. The last probably 20 years of her life, 30 years of her life, she finally gave it up. But you know, I just grew up around smokers. Everybody in my family smoked. My sister smoked. My aunts, my uncles, my grandparents. My grandmother was on oxygen, had a hose that ran up the stairs into her bedroom, all over the house, would come down the stairs, sit in her chair after she got her coffee, take her hose off. They would turn the oxygen off, smoke
Yeah.
her cigarette, turn her oxygen back on, and put her hose back on and go out with her day.
is that
It's just
Jaja brownie or is that Jaja or haha or Jaja? Welcome,
Jaja.
welcome, welcome, welcome. Sorry.
Hey, Jaja, it's good to
It's
see you.
Jaja.
Okay.
Jaja.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Well, I don't know. With certain like
No,
I
you're right.
I speak a different language, and so JAJA means ha 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 in Spanish
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
I don't buy cigarettes by the pack. I do my own.
The smoke couldn't possibly. Yeah, I'm weird when it comes to smoke. Just as a different block. Is that a different block behind you?
Maybe.
What block is that?
Oh man, I'm really bad at guessing. I'm
Hello?
really bad at guessing who gets
Oh,
big.
hi.
That is.
Oh, it's looking good.
That looks like
That's
a don't make me.
only like a fourth of it.
Coming along, Jess.
Yeah.
It's
So
looking
all of
good.
all of my union flags are like parts are done. So it's where's the front?
I like the cream print you used against
Anyway, I
the
can't
solid
finish.
cream.
Might as well be smoking.
Oh, here it is. So Rita, it's that quilt. It's the quilt that it's the quilt pattern William bought me when we were in Vegas. And so I'm creating like with Tammy's she gave me some inspiration, and so this is just all of my Union, these are my Union blocks. So they're red and blue. And then I'm going to have Confederate blocks that are gray and red. Did I say gray and blue? I meant red and blue. And then I'm going to have something in the middle that I dare not say yet. So it's going to be fun. I can't wait to show you guys when it's finished. Maybe by this weekend.
Johnny Reb, put on
Jess,
your
do you
hat.
remember me telling you about the Confederate flag shirt that I made in Sturgis? And everybody was stopping me and taking pictures. I actually found it the other day. I was so freaking happy.
Oh.
It's been hanging in my closet for the last 3 years and didn't know it was up there.
Each one of
love
those
that
blocks are
photo.
8.5 inches unfinished.
That's
So,
amazing. It is
Thank you,
amazing.
Rita. Yeah, this
And
is why I don't post on Moda or anything right now, because I'm doing this.
Oh, don't let me interrupt. Do not let that.
No, I don't. There's just things that bring me joy, and I love little pieces like this. You have no idea. Like, you hit it on the head. Like, you have no idea. You have no idea.
I literally did this. I saw Civil War and I was like, oh, Twitter McTwitter like this.
Yeah, like you did.
Jaja says how Katie says it. My baby sister couldn't pronounce my name. She would say Jaja instead of Tanja or
Yeah.
Tanya, whichever that is. Hi everyone. I've seen the thumbnails, but I didn't know what it was until now. Okay.
Oh, we're fun. We're fun. Oh, we are fun.
Come on
You know
in,
what,
girl.
I couldn't pronounce a lot of things as a child, so I inadvertently gave people nicknames and didn't even know it. So I totally get that.
Well, I'm glad you're here.
Because I couldn't pronounce Grandma. Oh, I love that.
So I got to see my punky butt last night. They called me because they thought she had hand, foot, and mouth disease again.
Oh,
Turns out she probably doesn't because whatever she had went away.
okay.
But they
That's
called
good.
to see if I would watch her in case she got sent home from school because she goes to big girl school now, part time.
Yeah.
And I said, so, what are you learning? And she goes, I don't know, Nana. Oh. I said, what do you do? I play and I eat. I said, so what do you want for Christmas? And she couldn't pronounce whatever. She was trying to say it. And I said, do not say you want another baby doll, miss. I'm going to hoard baby dolls and lay them around naked and ruin their doll hair. And so her mom was whispering in her ear. And she finally said it. She wants an American Girl doll. Well, she's only 4. She just turned 4. So I think that what we're going to do is I'm going to get her the American Girl doll sisters, which is the smaller version of the American Girl doll. And they're about $40 cheaper.
Strange question, really quick, because I haven't bought toys in a long time. Is that a new brand of something?
No, that's a very expensive baby doll that people collect.
Like how Cabbage Patch are really expensive when we were born.
Yeah.
Well, now it's the American Doll, and the American Doll has a store, and you can go and buy all the
I've been to
cars, strollers. You can get horses, kitchenette sets. You can, and they look like you. You can literally tailor the child to look just like you.
They even came out with a blonde one that's blind, so it has a little cane with the red stripe around the bottom of it, and then they have one that's in a wheelchair. And usually the bigger dolls have, it all started out as a way to teach girls and boys about history. So all the main dolls would come out with, yes, they are very pricey. So all the main dolls would come out with books. Well, they became so popular that they started making the books into movies. And so they've got like a gymnast one, they've got a cheerleading one, they've got ones from the Civil War and up and back. It's really good.
Interesting.
It's a really good thing. They've even got patterns where you can make the dresses, and you can make a dress for the American Girl doll, and then you can make the same dress for the little girl that has the doll. There's a lady, it's called Lady Rebecca on YouTube, and she does a lot of cosplay sewing and 18th century style type sewing, but she's a huge American Doll collector. And so all of her like 18th century, 16th century dolls that she has that she's collected, she has literally made the dresses that they wear. She has remade into dresses that will fit her that she can wear to like the balls and parties and stuff.
Wow. I've never heard any of this because my son was into digging holes in the backyard and Spider-Man.
And they've actually finally come out with like the like boys, but they're not as prevalent as, I guess that's the word, prevalent as the American Girl dolls, as the girl dolls.
I used to make clothes. I had the American Girl patterns, the patterns for the American Girl dolls to make clothes for my niece's American Girl dolls.
I'm getting ready to spend a fortune on patterns, I think.
I mean, my cabbage patch.
Well, if I still had them, I would send them to you, but I don't even know if I still have them anymore. And if I do, they're on a pod that doesn't show up until a week of Thanksgiving.
I don't even know what an American Girl doll looks like.
Neither do I.
It's just a baby. It's like a regular doll, like an 18-inch high doll.
Yeah.
That's all it is. But
Why is
it's
it called an American Girl?
I think that's
because it has to do with American history.
That's just a brand name.
So is
There's
it
the
dressed
issue,
like
yeah.
something
It's the
in
brand of it, just like
Yes.
cabbage dolls, Katie.
All their costumes are done like the ones that like let's say it's a pioneer one. So she would be wearing like the outfits like Laura Ingalls would wear. Her dress would be like that style.
I have a quick question. Is
Yeah.
there a Cabbage Patch Hospital?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I bring Godfrey with me?
Yes.
I'm gonna show up with me and my Cabbage Patch and I are the exact same age.
Godfrey.
I still have his little birth certificate. We were both the exact same age.
I was at Goodwill one day and happened to find an original from the 80s when they first came out, an original Cabbage Patch doll, and grabbed it. And when they came out the second time, that's when I got in a fist fight in the middle of Walmart.
Alibaba, I've never heard of this before. I'm kind of like, wow, this is something I've never heard of in my life. But I'm not a doll person. I inherited a few creepy dolls that are still in the box. They're upside down, wrapped in. I have a few wrapped in. They're literally wrapped in 55-gallon trash bags. And
I tell you, the dolls that creep me out are these for real dolls or reborn dolls.
I knew someone that had a few, and one is 3 feet tall, and it's in the box. I can't look it in the eye, and if you move it, the eyes move because it's on that. It has that weird bob on the eyes where if you move it, the eyes go. I wrap that thing. It's in the rafters under like 50 sewing machine tops. That thing's buried in this garage.
So I asked her. I said, "Well, are you going to take care of this doll?" Well, she just turned 4, but she's very. Once she learned how to talk, she's very clear on what she says. I said, "Are you going to take care of this doll?" I said, "Because it's a very expensive doll."
Yeah.
Or are you going to treat her like all your other dolls? Undress it, leave it naked, and mess its pretty doll hair up.
Oh, wow.
Ollie, how much do you think? Oh, go ahead.
I'm going to leave it naked and mess its doll hair up. It's like, well, at least she's honest.
How much would a pattern from 1884 be? Looks like Buffy, Miffy, Heather.
Like, for what? It depends on what you're making.
And for the record, I live in the land. I live in the land of Buffy, Miffy, and Heather. We still have lots of Muffies around here, too.
Yeah, that's what creeps me out is the people that have them and pretend. They just, and the people that buy them for their kids and buy actual baby formula for it, that's what makes me upset about it.
All the original early Dior were all doll size. Really?
Wow.
That happens with what company is that? Everyone forgets they started off as a luggage company. And so when they have these fashion shows, they're like, why are they coming out with all these boxes? Is it Louis Vuitton? I can't remember. It's like one of those brands that
Yes,
was a luggage
it's
company.
Louis Vuitton.
And so every time there's a
I
fashion
want
show,
one of those boxes so bad. I'm a Louis Vuitton girl.
my oldest daughter had one of those baby dolls and made it sound such as, oh, I couldn't. And you know what the funny thing is? I do not anthropomorphize anything. I try not to do the Toy Story thing where I give it a life. Nope, I do not, and it still creeps me out. The people who have real dolls. Oh no, I didn't think we would ever talk about this. Not real dolls.
Yeah, I they creep me out.
Get help. That's all I have to say. And I'm not judging. I'm not in no way, shape, or form am I pointing the finger. But there are 8 billion humans on this planet. I've never seen a simplicity pattern for sale yet.
Okay.
The reason I have my grandfather's Boy Scout cart from like 1906 or 7. I have to look. It's crazy. But when I find things like that, I try to keep them and I would never sell anything. But I have a Singer pattern. I mean, a Singer instructions for a machine that I do not have. And it's from 18, like either 98 or 97. I have to look. And I bet I could probably sell that.
I bet Ollie has it.
It's buried, and I found it. It actually came in all this paperwork I bought from. I bought a sewing machine, and this weird folder was in it, and that was in there. So it's one of those weird things I've scored over the years. How are you doing, Katie?
I'm good.
I am so glad that you finally got to join us.
Am I too quiet or something?
I'm now that we're finally talking. What is that behind you? That is beautiful.
Up here on the wall?
Yes.
That is my Northern Lights Mandala Madness. It's
beautiful.
crocheted with number 3 DMC Lily and Red Heart cotton yarn. And it took me a year to make it. And the ring where you see where it's cool ring, the cool ring you see was during cooler months with Northern Lights.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And that's my pride and joy right there. I learned so many new skills doing that.
That's awesome. I love things like that because you
That's
learn
cool.
along the way. And Andrea,
It's
disclaimer.
120. Sorry,
Oh, no, please go ahead.
it's 120 centimeters across. So you'll have to translate that to English or imperial measurements.
I'm not judging. I am not judging anyone in any way. And I own the movie Lars and the Real Girl. It's a hilarious movie. You should watch it. I remember reading all the American Girl books.
48, Katie. 48 inches.
48 inches. Yeah, it's like it can lay across a bed. So
Oh,
what
so
I had to do, what it's mounted on, is 1.5 hula hoops. So I bought 2 hula hoops when I was in the United States, brought them back, and then I cut one of them. I measured the circumference of my mandala, and then when I got ready to cut on the second hula hoop, I cut it at the length I needed it at, and then I had inserts that go inside of it. And then what I did is I hand sewed onto the hula hoop the mandala, and then we mounted it onto the wall, and it's been there since I think 2019.
That's
But
awesome.
I made it in 2015.
It's beautiful, Katie.
Thank you.
And also,
So you guys were talking about. Oh, sorry.
no, please. I'm telling you, if I was Roman, my name would be Serial Interruptus. Please.
Well, I was going to mention, since there was all this discussion about dolls, I mentioned in the chat that I didn't play with dolls when I was a girl, and I didn't buy dolls for my daughters. But when my daughter's paternal grandfather finally passed away, because their paternal grandmother passed sooner. In fact, she passed away the same year I got married. She passed away in January of 2011 while I was here in Greenland getting married. But anyway, when he passed away, there was 2 Japanese dolls that she had in big, tall glass cases that she brought back from Japan with her that had the porcelain face, but the rest of it, I'm not sure what the rest of the body part was made out of. And it had handmade kimonos on both of them.
Oh, wow.
And so she she brought them when she moved to the United States, which was probably when she was 30 years old. And so those dolls are probably at least 80 years old. So I bet you they're worth tons of money.
Oh, I bet they're beautiful.
I wonder
They
about that.
are beautiful.
Oh.
Like my grandmother, she would crochet dresses for Barbies. And when she passed away, I had all of her stuff, and they were in, and she literally kept them out. When I got a lot of stuff appraised, and the appraiser walked up to me and he was like, "You have original Barbies." And I said, "What?" He's like, "You have the first generation Barbies. So if you ever see them for sale, I'm really hard up and go buy them." I would never sell. I wouldn't even know where to begin to sell them because they were my
I can
grandmother.
tell you where to go. Go to barbiesales.com or search it up. They actually had a whole thing dedicated to people that buy first generation dolls, and you'd make a fucking killing off of them. People will pay thousands for one doll.
I have a few. I have enough for a basketball team.
So what is a generation doll?
It's
It's the very first year they came out.
Yeah, like
The original ones.
the day I felt like I earned my patience card with my parenting. When my son was younger, I had a bunch of Star Trek Next Generation toys that were like basically it all goes by the serial number. And I had an original Picard, I had an original Guinan, I had a Riker, I had all these things. They were worth thousands in the box. They're semi-worthless out of the box. One day I come out of the bathroom and my son is sitting, and I have lights in my closet. He's sitting at the bottom of my closet and he opened all of them up. Instead of getting mad, I sat down and we played with our Star Trek toys. It's amazing how much money those things are worth.
Yeah.
But in the end, it's the value what it is to you. As somebody, I used to buy and sell memorabilia, and the truth is you have to find a fanatic, someone who's into it just as much as you are, or if not more, because most people could care less. I have original Buck Rogers posters. Most people don't even know that show existed anymore. But if I find someone
Such a good show.
But if I find someone who was there in 1981, they'll be like, "I'll give you $10,000 for that." Master Chief, my Master Chief. It is, to me, it's just a giant Halo statue. To other people, they're like,
Do not tell Jaden you have that.
I'm telling, it's one of a kind too, because they weren't sold in stores. So I have a weird.
Do not. I repeat. Do not be a good Uncle William and tell her you have that.
You do not know how much you made me jump right now when you call me Uncle William. I come from a large tribe. Oh, that reminds me, I need to finish my vest because I made it a smaller size. I want to see if it. My serger was.
When's the next time you're going to model some sexy pants for us?
I'm in my Jenko era. Do you know how disappointed Twinnie McTwin was last night that you couldn't see my hoof because I was wearing my Jenkos.
I go, where's the butt?
They're so non-revealing. Jenkos are just.
Yeah, they are.
And I'm only saying it because I know what the girls want. I wasn't looking personally for myself. I was looking for, everyone else. I wanted to make sure that we had everything.
That's always values of
The first time not to get naughty here, nothing.
No.
But
Oh my God.
one day
I'm
my
gonna
husband
die.
was through the house with a specific pair of shorts on, And I
Oh
was
God.
like, and he's like, "What's wrong with you?" I said, "Just stand there and let me look at you."
You're killing me, Jess. Thanks for looking out for all of us, Jess.
I was trying to help you all out.
Nope. Big slacks. No shape. I love Jenkos though. It's because I'm old enough to remember when they came around the first time. Well, at
It's
least
hard
in
to
my
say. I
family.
remember the people wearing them in what, junior high?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
think my
High
son
school?
liked
love.
those, if I remember right.
You know what?
I could
Rip,
never wear them. I was too short.
Rip it and so on is like I got saying at the end of your story. You know, I also it's a long story, but a long time ago, I bought picking rights to a house and I came up on 10,000 comic books. I really didn't know much about comic books.
Wow.
I had original runs. I made hundreds of thousands. But what I'm not telling people is that that literally paid for my divorce lawyer. So all that money I made, I didn't see a dime of it. Anyways, my whole point is I gave my son a Hulk comic. One comic was worth $7,000 and he destroyed it. And I didn't know until I later found the cover and was like, oh no. So it is what it is.
Wow.
It's the value to each person. He had a good time ripping it up in the back.
Oh, I remember when Bratz came out. Fleur was obsessed with the Bratz dolls. And that's what she got. I wasn't one of those parents that said, just because I don't like the way they looked, you're not getting it. If she liked it and it was suitable, then she got it. So we happened to be in Walmart, and that's when they had like the life size Bratz dolls that year. And she
Yeah.
wanted one so bad. And I said, look, if you ever get one of those, it's not a doll that you get to play with. So you have to leave it in the box, because that, those are collectibles. Because not everyone had one. It wasn't like they were going to make one for every single doll. It was just the first few dolls that they had out. And she says, okay. So what she didn't realize is we had already bought her the doll, and it was in my trunk. And she, for a good 3-4 years, it was sat in her room with the in the box, undamaged. And then one of our friends' kids came over and damaged it.
Oh, it always happens like that. It was Denise. It was a Hulk that was under 100, and to the comic book world, that's like unheard of. Oh my sister.
The number?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it actually it came right at a good time because I needed the money, so all the money I made disappeared. So I could have went on 6 French vacations. Brad's reminds me of I was I used to buy a lot of toys for my son. So that reminds me of the other side of Toys R Us. I am curious too. I can't even say that Toko Doko pant Jaja. I can't even say that.
Tokyo Dogi.
See, you know,
Yeah,
because you're better at saying it than I am. And can I just say, for the permanent record, thank you for the greatest T-shirt of all time.
I'm glad you liked it.
I love that shirt.
This is the greatest T-shirt. This is Mimi G R11407, and it is now immortalized in this T-shirt forever. And when this gets ratty, I'm going to cut this out and use it as a backpack.
You go ahead and just cut it out now. You'll be fine. We'll be fine.
No, I got to give it some street cred first. I got to wear it before. They're 2 to 3 inch figurines. Oh, and they're cute little things. My oldest daughter was obsessed with Boda Bears. I started the collection and she was 82. She'll be 43 at the end of the month. She has thousands of them now. I've never heard of Boda Bears either.
Well, Boyd's
bears
bears.
are really, really nice
Oh,
bears.
Boyd!
And they're in the
Boys are very expensive. My mother
they're
used
in
to collect them.
They're in the same category as Gund Bears are.
I apologize. I'll wear my dog.
Every time I get a new grandkid, I would buy a Goon Bear and bring it home to them when I come to the States.
Yeah.
Those are sold over here, and they are pricey. But they're so soft. Oh my gosh, they're so soft.
Oh, Toki Doki. I can say that.
So what is a Toki Doki toy?
They are little characters, kind of like Sereno characters. Donatella is the main girl.
I don't even know who you're talking about.
I love to be educated on stuff like this, though. When I was younger, I was really into anime, but I'm not going to age myself.
Anime, got ya.
No, but I'm not going to age myself. Akira came out in 1987 or 1988. And
Now,
that is
like, you would have known what you was talking about, but I didn't.
That is my that and Wicked City came out in 1988 and 89. So I'm aging myself now. Just a little pricey.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that's what it is. I'm guessing that's what it is. If not, I sincerely apologize.
Yeah, someone just said what it was. I wouldn't have known that because I don't know who Sanrio or Donatella is. So
I'm always down to
my adult kids would know because they like anime.
Yeah, mine too.
My son as well, and I'm always down to learn new things. So I try to educate myself. The one thing I learned. I grew up around. I was raised by senior citizens, and I grew up in a way older world. I knew a lot of people that would constantly keep up on technology because they didn't want the world to pass them by, and so I try to keep an open mind because one day the world will pass you by. So I try to keep apprised to everything. I don't know how to describe them. Donatella is a donut girl. There's a unicorn. There's unicorns, seahorses, unicornos. Sounds like fun. And now I'm craving a donut.
I miss American donuts.
There's a donut shop in my house that supposedly was going out of business, but they're putting in a Savers in the same parking lot. So they come in blind boxes. So I'm hoping the Savers will bring business back to the donut shop. Because that means employees that are going to come there every day. You know what I'm saying? It'll bring more people to the place. Because she doesn't even put out the same amount at 4:30 in the morning anymore. It's sad. When Isaiah was obsessed with Lego minifigs, he would get those blind bags. But we ended up getting the same character over and over and over and over.
We had tons of those too.
Oh, I know you feel my pain, Cynthia. I know you feel my pain.
Yes.
It got to the point where I would feel the bag to make sure it wasn't a certain character.
Yes. Oh, those blind bags. Are you
Uh-huh.
talking about those? Yeah. And there's like little codes on them that you could read because my girls love the My Little Pony ones. And so I learned how to read all the codes so I didn't buy a new one. Like I researched this whole thing. It was it was life when the girls were in kindergarten.
I remember that. Yep, I remember that.
Yeah.
Those things, though, you know what? It's so funny. I wish I could calculate how much money I spent on Legos. Again, I could have went on a French Riviera cruise.
My parents got away easy with the Legos. My sister, who's developmentally mental disabled, she played with Legos constantly. It was a hand thing. But so they only had to buy like the bigger blocks, not the Duplos, but slightly bigger Legos.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
just
about.
the plain Lego sets. That's all. They didn't have to buy all the fancy ones. And I didn't know they had fancy Legos. Because my parents never let me go down the Lego aisle. Now I know why.
I love Legos. So does my husband. So does my kids.
There's a hutch back here, and one day I will free my Doctor Who Lego box. But we were petty about Legos.
You have the TARDIS?
I do.
You
Still in the box.
Oh,
lovely person.
Well, when my son was really into Legos, they bought it for me. But what no one realizes, up until a certain age, my son would get these intricate Lego boxes, and then on Christmas he'd walk up to me and be like, "Make this." I'm not kidding you. One Christmas, I spent 4 hours making the Lego train station,
oh,
and you know what? Because I'm petty spaghetti, I got my little mini Doctor Who. I put him in the middle, and I wouldn't let my son touch it until I took a picture. I said, "No." I just spent 4 hours on the, like 4 hours. I took a gang of pictures before he destroyed it.
That's funny.
So I kind of do not miss that. Every Christmas, I would be there for hours building Legos. But then he reached the age where he didn't want me to help him.
It's going to take Nikolai 4 days to come home this time.
Oh goodness.
Where is he right now?
He's at sea. He told me, I talked to him earlier briefly. He said that they're getting hit by wind, which means the waves are bad, which is making fishing a pain.
Does that make you nervous?
You know, I don't, how do I put this? I realize it's dangerous, but I've been on board the ship myself, and I've actually sailed with the main officer crew because they had to take a ship back to Denmark. And they have such strict safety rules of where everybody's supposed to be standing especially when the weather's bad. So I'm worried. I worry about it, but not so much. But you know what freaked me out was when I got a phone call 2 Januaries ago, and my husband says, you need to sit down because I have something to tell you. And I'm like, okay, which means something happened. Something happened, all right. An 80-foot trawler T-boned my husband's 75-foot trawler and put a huge gaping hole in the side of it.
Oh my gosh.
no.
How does that happen
And
in
I'm
a
like-
big ocean?
Because the person who was on the bridge of the other ship, he thought he had set the ship to turn, and he didn't stand there and make sure the computer did it.
Wow.
And he walked away and went down to the deck I don't know why he went down to the deck. You're not supposed to leave the bridge. And that ship crashed into my husband's ship. And they had just had a shift change like 30 minutes before this happened. So most all of the crew were eating, and Nikolai's shift had started. So they were down where they were supposed to be. And he said he felt the ship shudder. And he's like, what the hell was that? And then it hit the shudder. The next go was even worse.
Wow.
And it knocked everybody in the galley off their feet.
Wow.
Dang.
And I have pictures of the holes.
Wow.
Please tell me that guy could
And when
never.
that's what freaked me out. I'm like, you never, as a sailor's wife, you know that stuff can
Were
happen,
there
but not being T-boned by a ship, you know.
was the person who was piloting the ship? Did they have any repercussions for that?
Yeah, he got fired. Well, he didn't get fired until after something else happened. So after that happened, I guess they finally sailed their ship to Denmark to get the repairs that were needed done for their own ship. And on their way back, they were sailing into Prince Christian Sound. And I know you don't know where that's at, but it's the most magnificent, beautiful place to sail through. But there was some big icebergs in there, and apparently someone was either sleeping or not on the bridge. So the people who were standing out on the bridge on the outside looking, the ship crashed into the iceberg.
Do not let me catch that guy. That guy would never
I know, I'm like,
forget me. I would
twice,
be like,
really?
what is wrong with you? You had one
Yeah, I
job.
know. So they finally fired all of the two top, the captain and the first mate. They fired both of them, and then the ship ended up being sold to another company because there was other issues that started happening after that. But the downside is that, you know, now I have to worry about that kind of thing, and I didn't have to worry about that before.
I can't. Yeah.
I try not to think too much about it when he tells me that the weather's bad. He's like, I'm fine, I'm safe, blah, blah, blah. and I know he wouldn't lie to me about it. So
Hey, I found where that screw needs to go. I almost popped. Oh no!
Oh,
Oh
the
no!
infamous screw we talked about a few weeks ago.
Yes, I found out where it goes. A
Okay.
screw popped off my serger, and I'm like, okay, sergers don't come with extra pieces. But it's the back part of the serger because I grabbed it, and the in this piece almost came off completely.
Oh.
So I had to snap it back in place.
I was watching a curmudgeon. It's called curmudgeon something. His his YouTube channel, and he had a live the other day where he had two. Curmudgeon lives in Alaska, and so he had two other creators who live in Alaska on his thing, and they were talking about fishing and all the laws and rules. And I'm sitting there listening to all this, and I'm like, my goodness, they really can't fish
Yeah.
for
There's
very
a very
long.
strict
No wonder we could,
procedure in Alaska.
It's the same here. I told you
yeah,
when
because this is the reason why this was the reason why Nikolai chose not to move to the States, is because he wanted to get on a ship he could fish year round, and they don't fish year round.
Oh, you
They
can't
do it
even
for they do it so that the fish, crabs, seafood, whatever, has time to, grow and reproduce and stuff. And they're strict
do not,
about the sizes too.
where I live. Do not get caught fishing out of season. It's seriously like if you got pulled over and you had illegal fish in your car, and I know that's laughable, you will go to jail.
Yep.
Well, that makes total sense to
And
me
it's a
that you
huge
would.
fine.
We are strict here.
It makes
Yeah.
total sense. I think the reason that we can fish year round is because the Greenlandic people are a lot different with how they handle nature and everything revolving around it. And so they never do anything in excess. So every ship has a certain quota they're allowed to fish per year. And if they have and they move up and down the coast, they don't stay in one spot and like overfish that area because it's illegal to
Well,
do
they do
that.
the same thing in Alaska.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a really big coast, and every now and then they like every third year or fourth, I don't know if it's third year or fourth year, they have to go fish off the East Coast. And I dread every time they go to that side of the to fish, because the shrimps are really big over there, but it takes forever to fill up the cargo hold. And his ship holds 700 tons. So for those that don't know that what kind of ship he has, he works on a factory shrimp trawler. And what it is they're not it's a trawler, but it also has a factory in it, and they process everything right there on the ship, and everything's packaged and boxed and ready to go when they go into port.
That's great. That's takes away from another middleman, so it helps with the profits of the company.
Yep, and the price of shrimp right now is up, so that means more money in our pockets.
Nice.
Andrea, thank you so much for hanging out. Seriously, you were missed. You were missed. So I hope to see you on Friday. Thank you so much for hanging out. And it's the same, and apparently it's the same way where Rip It and so on lives. Do not get caught with a fish that's not on the list. You would wish that you rather had an open beer in the car, because they're going to teach you worse.
Yeah.
You could actually lose your right to fish if they caught it.
Yeah. Now with private or people like us, just everyday people, 2 summers ago, the government said, you can only fish this many salmon, and the reason they had issued the mandate was not because there was something wrong with the population of the salmon. It was because they had scientists there studying the population, and they wanted everybody to just be frugal about what they caught. And so they did. And so last summer, some of the salmon were this freaking big.
Oregon was like that. I'm like, what are they feeding these fish up here?
Yeah, they were
Wow.
humongous.
I miss fishing. Honestly, it it depends. Like deep sea fishing, it's not for the weak. If you have any kind of vertigo, I wouldn't go now because I get vertigo and stuff. But when I lived in Oregon, like fly fishing is real.
Oh,
And I don't even care if you're catching a fish. It is the most relaxing thing on earth just to be standing in the middle of the river.
really?
To be standing, it is the most
Yep.
relaxing.
Cod fishing is fun because they fight a lot.
I just want
I
to listen to a river.
I miss just you know what it is. I miss nature. In all of my travels, I would find like weird rivers and nooks, and I don't know. I would always go look for water. I don't know if it's because I'm from a place where the ocean is nearby, so I have this weird love for things like that. Texas game is serious here, absolutely. Did you see the story about the humpback whale in Newport? No, oh no,
Was this recent? Yeah, was this
no, I
recent?
haven't seen that. Thank
Said
you
it was bleaching,
so
so
much for stopping by. Seriously, thank you so much for hanging out. You are always welcome to come and hang out with us. We just talk about life and sometimes so. Well, that's me.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm about to show you where I am on this block.
Twin McTwin is over there doing magic with that. Don't make me come down there and give you freedom quilt. William Tecumseh Sherman.
Yes, that's what it's gonna end up being called, William Tecumseh Sherman. You're gonna be a fictional character within the narrative of my quilt. So there
I'll
was a
show
myth.
full uniform, hat, horse. I don't even have to rent any of it. I will show up.
I need it. I need a picture.
It was, as a William, I'll even slow how I talk. See, no, he was from the north,
He
so
was
he
from
talked fast too.
No, you're good.
I used to go fishing all the time for salmon when I lived in Tillamook. 30-pound salmon was normal. I'm telling you, the largest fish I've ever seen in my life
Wow.
was in that exact area. Like literally Tillamook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the only place I've ever seen where they have happy cows too. I'm serious,
Real
cows they're just wandering around the town. And you're not going to hit a cow
So
with your car. You're not. You're going to see that cow and slow down. I've never seen anyone hit a cow with their car ever.
oh, it's warmed
I'm
up here. It's
severely
39
allergic to
right
fish.
now.
I am so sorry. This whole conversation is. I'm going to go see if I have any Gordons in my freezer. I know I do.
Like I have shrimp.
I have cod and shrimp and salmon and
say, I have-
reindeer in my freezer.
No.
We have salmon, and I think I have walleye,
Yeah.
Wow.
and I have some catfish.
Oh, you guys are making me crave. I have a short film last month. I was out in the Gulf of Mexico on a boat about 4 miles out, super beautiful. I love that. I love that.
I don't know if I could ever do that, Ripet. I don't know if I could ever go on a ship.
I've gone deep sea fishing before. It's something else.
Ships are okay as long as you have good weather. It's when I have
Yeah.
issues when it does this.
Yeah.
If it does this, I'm fine. But when we're side to side, I'm sick
I have
to
to
my
look in
stomach.
the direction that we're going.
Thankfully,
So I have
Yeah.
to know.
I do not feel it.
it just depends on how bad the weather is, whether I
Have
have
you ever
trouble
been on
or
a
not.
train and you get off of it and you feel like you're still moving?
Mhm.
That's what.
I've been on a train.
No, but that's what happens
trains
to
are
me
fun.
whenever I go on a boat. I do not feel it until I'm on solid ground, and then I feel like I'm still doing this.
Yeah, that happens to me when I go cruising on smaller vessels.
The largest salmon I've ever seen was 36 pounds, trout 18 pounds, and pike muskie was world record for a long time, 59 pounds.
Wow, Ollie.
And in Oregon, they had this hatchery in Mount Hood. It was beautiful because it was part museum, but in this tank, they had a catfish that they're like, oh, we don't know how old the general is. We think he's like 150, like just some crazy age.
Yeah.
I have not caught a super large before. I've caught some guppies in my day. Fish was this big.
My
So,
dad.
Cynthia, how does it feel to
Yes.
be at home?
It feels good. I just need to be awake to enjoy it now. I've slept the
Playing catch
last
up
3
now for
days.
sleep.
Okay.
How's the
Jennifer,
puppy?
thank you so much for
He's
stopping by,
doing
Jennifer.
fine.
Have a
He's
great night.
wanting. He's been begging for my attention a lot since we started. He slept all day, and then now he's wanting all my attention.
It's a whole
Well,
new
our
world.
new puppy has learned finally how to go up the stairs, but he hasn't learned how to go down the stairs. He goes down 3 steps and falls.
Oh,
He'll get it figured out though.
And then I'm in trouble. I
oh.
don't mind him being up here. I just don't want him up here right now. Because he wants to get into everything because he's a puppy and that's what they do. And I want to get my room organized, and that way I'm not yelling at him constantly to not mess with it. Because I've got stuff down on the floor where I was pulling fabric and stuff out.
You still sewing, Jess, or did you quit?
No, I have to plan it out because I need to know how many certain types of blocks I need, and I didn't do that prior. And I just realized that they all can't be like the same color. So I'm doing some planning, putting some B's and W's in this little thing.
Well, I'm about to show you where I am on this block. I'm getting closer to having it done.
Rita says, William, that hatchery has that sturgeon that is like 80 or something years old. Yes, it was the largest catfish I've ever seen in my life. It looked like a shark. It was the largest catfish. It was huge. It was human size.
Question. So I hear that like where there's dams, like there's huge fish that live like at the bottom of them, and people kayak up to the dam itself and fish, and like literally these things are as large as a kayak. Is that true, or is that just me pretending that I remember I saw a video?
Not here.
Sturgeon? Yeah, sturgeons can get pretty darn
We have
big.
dams everywhere. You don't
Like,
hear
I
from
feel
me.
like
I'm at the dam with the net. In my kayak.
We have a Greenlandic shark that lives off our west coast. She is close to 100 years
Gene,
old.
thank you so much for hanging out. I truly appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Have a great night, Gene.
And Gene watches the replay too, so thank you so much. Puppy's only know how to roll downstairs. Oh, I don't have the emotional space for a dog right now. And I've said that a million times, and I'm more talking
I
about myself.
didn't ask for the dog. We all know this.
Oh, Katie, that's
I
beautiful.
love that.
Here, I'm going to try to.
He's gonna make you big, girl. Oh, hey.
It's hard to figure out when there's 5 people in.
You're
I
good.
love that.
Oh, look at that Corey Yoder.
Oh,
He's so pretty.
Yep.
I really like that.
It looks so happy. It's a happy block.
Yeah, coming along. I figured out what I did. I had done the center wrong, and then when I looked at the book, I'm like, oh, no wonder it doesn't fit. It was done like half square triangles.
Watch me, Ollie. Ollie, right now I got picture going. Okay? I got a picture. It'll eventually. It could be a spreadsheet. Do you imagine if I started spreadsheeting my quilt stuff? Just for you, Ollie. I might do it.
The only spreadsheet I've ever made is for every single tool in the shop. That's the only spreadsheet. And I had to write down all the serial numbers and everything. That was it.
Well, you need to copy and paste it so we can start with the sewing machines.
Ooh.
How many sewing machines do you
I stopped
have?
counting after a couple hundred. And that was like
You
like
that
4
many?
or 5 years ago. And that's not brag, just fact. To quote
I would guess he probably has about 1,000.
No, there's no way.
I don't think he has
There's
that
no
many.
way I'm near 1,000 because and I'll tell you why. Because I'm not shoving them under the sink. They're not in the hallway. They're not like I'm not like finding them in the backyard.
The
I'm not,
sink.
they're not next to my couch. So I don't like any addiction. It's not a problem until you're hiding it.
Yeah.
Let me hide my face after saying that, but I'm not hiding it. When I'm hiding it, I will report to the people with to that padded room myself.
So insulated batting.
Yeah.
What is your preference? Or do you have one?
No.
What do you mean by
What are
insulated?
you making?
Pot holders?
You're gonna want to use
I use
Insulbright.
that Insulbright. Yeah, I use Insulbright in mine too. But you got to make sure you put some. If you're going to give them to someone, tell them do not stick it in the microwave.
Oh, Rita has spreadsheets. Why doesn't everyone? Because I am so terribly disorganized. It's appalling. There should be a documentary on how disorganized I am. Rip It and So On has 9 sewing machines.
Oh, here's one that says it's
That's awesome.
how do you say it?
She's just starting her collection.
Rip It and So On?
Yeah.
Hey, you
Sometimes
gotta
I wish I
start
had
somewhere.
9. Oh, sorry, Cynthia, go ahead.
So,
Oh, sorry. I was saying you got to start somewhere.
I have 9 too.
Seriously?
Yeah, there's 9 of them in here if you count my long arm and the serger.
Dang it.
I only have 2 machines. Well, I have 2 machines here in Greenland and 1 in California.
Wait,
I've got 9 just on my desk right now.
I have 2 and they're the exact same.
I don't like to count the singer because I feel like the singer doesn't count.
Well, then I can't count any of mine.
Hey, Baron. Sorry.
Well, I have a singer talent, and I'm sorry, but that machine is.
I have a talent. I have a talent. I love those machines.
Well, it won't. You know what the biggest aggravation about it is? Is it always comes unthreaded.
Yes. Those machines are made.
They're
made. It's weird. There's a whole model where the thread guides really don't hold. And no, Denise.
Yeah, it's
Denise, I would never have a fake background. But for the record, I do own a green screen. I'm probably going to make a jacket out of it. I've had it for years. I've done nothing with it. Jacket. Repurpose. Then you can make it any color you want. Great to see you, Baron. Hello.
Hey, Baron.
Hi, Baron.
I'm glad he made it on.
I wish I was sophisticated enough to figure out how to get a background without it looking scratchy. I would love to be on the Enterprise.
Why don't you hang up a quilt behind you? Do that.
No, I'm talking about the quality.
Because I know you bought one.
I cut them up into a giant coat. Yeah, I bought 2 quilts at my recent adventure at the Las Vegas Bins. I bought 2 quilts, and that's right now. Currently, 1.4 people have watched it, and I thank you. And that one's claiming for some reason, which is encouraging me to go.
Because I thought I saw
What's that,
one
Kitty?
hanging up. I thought I saw one hanging up in the
That
background.
There's a quilt here that Twin McTwin made me, but it's covered with fabric.
Yeah, the white and black one. Katie, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. That's over there hanging by with other stuff. I think it was a flag or something.
Really, I'm gonna get it framed and I'm gonna put it in my museum when you first walk in. It's gonna be the first thing you see is Twin McTwin's quilt, and it's gonna say.
No, I want you to use it.
I'm gonna use it to make money in my museum. Do you know last year at Road to California, I was so weirdly inspired When I was it Road to California? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
When I walked in and all those quilts were hanging, I don't know. It was the strangest thing. When you first walk in, they had all they were hanging where you could actually see them, and it was beautiful.
I know it makes you feel very
And
inspired when you see them like
I
that.
can do that. I'm not talking about the quilts. I'm talking about the displays. I can make those in 3 seconds.
That's like my goal in the next 10 years is to have a quilt at the Road to California, to be, to have my skills. So I just need to work on them.
It was inspiring. It was like,
It is.
it's weird. It's hard to explain. It's like
Yeah.
the first time you walk into an arena that you haven't been into before or something,
Yes.
That's why I love going to foreign arenas. When I say foreign, that's anything that's not in the Southern California or San Diego area. Because I've been to all the old stadiums from San Diego to here. And technically Seattle, since they tore down the Superdome or whatever they called it.
Yeah. Cynthia, we're going to have to go to a quilt show or two.
Yes, we have to. I've never
Road to
been to
Virginia will be in June, by the way. I'm already
I'm just looking forward to QuiltCon in February.
Oh, that's a big one. Yeah.
That might end up being my first quilt show, since I didn't get here earlier in the year like I wanted.
They're so much fun. They're quilt shows.
I can't wait.
I don't want to overhype them because I'll go to a big one or a small one. I love quilt shows.
They're just amazing. I'm only planning on going on Friday and Saturday to the QuiltCon. So.
But Desert Quilters, next year,
I went on Friday and Saturday, and I was sick on Sunday where I couldn't go.
Next year, I'm going to, for Desert Quilters, I'm going to come with some Nathans. Eat it in the parking lot. Actually, I might eat it there and then just go. Too far. It's too far to let the food just sit there.
So, Road to
You're already ready. You're already thinking what you're going to eat. A bread bowl at Road to California. Nathan's at the Desert Quilters.
Okay. It's because San Francisco, and this is not political. This is not a dig. This is just life. Yeah. San Francisco is not what it used to be. When I was a kid, at least once a year, and when I say kid, I mean anything under 30. Once a year, I would go to San Francisco and eat a bread bowl on the wharf, red chowder. It was the greatest thing on planet Earth. Oh, now I'm craving red clam chowder. But it came in this giant bread bowl. And so it set me on this weird quest because they do not necessarily sell it like that on the pier. And if you did it, that same bowl would be like $50 now. It's California prices. Whenever I go to Nevada, people think I'm crazy. It's cheaper there. So when I saw they had bread bowls at Road to California last year, I now know what I'm going to eat. I'm going to show up there early, and I'm going to get that 20-pound potato they had too.
Oh, I'll eat that.
They had these potatoes. They look like they were like these mutant potatoes.
Yeah, I think it's 2 potatoes in one, but yeah, they're just.
I have big hands. And they were literally this big. They were huge. But they only had a set amount, so when we got there, they were all sold out.
Yeah, then we had to wait if we wanted more.
So I'm going to show up early with a fork and knife.
You're going to have your cutlery. I'm ready.
Breakfast of champions, a bread bowl and a giant potato, and I'll be sleeping. I'll be on a bench like, I love quilt shows.
And I'm going to put a sign on them. Don't wake them. If you do, please call this number. I'll come back.
No, it's do not wake without coffee.
Got it. And then I'm going to put his order on there. 15. Are we back up to 15 sugars? 15 sugars, cream, drip coffee.
Do you know what's so sad? This morning, I didn't make coffee. I didn't experiment. I wanted to see what would happen. So I didn't make coffee like I normally do. I drove my son to school. And by the time I got back, I had a headache. I made coffee. My first sip of the headache went away.
Caffeine.
I am chemically dependent on coffee.
Yeah.
I think I might spontaneously combust if I stop drinking coffee. I am officially Captain Janeway. They're like, and I've never successfully had a coffee pot in this room. I keep it in my kitchen, which isn't like too far away.
Oh, that reminds me. I need to order a coffee pot,
Mm.
coffee maker.
What are you gonna get? I have a.
Mm.
And the only reason I say that is because I'm crazy. I always buy two at once.
Yeah.
It always seems like when the coffee maker goes out in the most inconvenient moment on earth.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm never nervous when my coffee maker dies because I'm like, I have another.
You know, like on major holidays when everything's closed down.
Quite literally every time, Alex. I'm not kidding you. Every time.
Or in the middle of the night when you can't get to the store.
I'm not kidding you. And so I learned, it happened to me one time, and I was like, I will never be burnt again. And so I buy 2 coffee makers at a time. And my son, I love my son. So he's a teenager, but he has smashed at least 4 coffee presses because I have a giant, what's called a giant country. I have a giant porcelain tub that is my sink in my kitchen.
Oh,
So I have a black tub inside of that tub. So if it's all sudsy and because I wash my dishes before I put them in the dishwasher, I'm crazy. But long story short, he'll throw a dish in the black sink, not realizing there's my coffee press in there, and he breaks it almost every time.
Oh no.
Dang.
So somewhere in this house is a brand new coffee press in the box, still hidden. I don't know where it is. Once every 3 months, I go looking for it. And now they're like $20 at Walmart.
Yeah. They're not. It's not cheap to buy stuff, to buy coffee.
That same coffee press was like $9. That's why I kept buying them. I don't think I've ever owned a bun coffee maker before. I have a bun.
It's the ones that they use in like restaurants and stuff. You can get them for your house now.
Oh, that's what we had at Mickey D's. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I know where you are. I'm like, bun, that sounds so familiar.
Don't worry. I got you on the coffee.
Interesting. No, I'm with the peasants. I have a Mr. Coffee Maker.
I have a shirt.
Mr. Coffee Maker, I love you.
I love how my coffee maker either makes a decanter of coffee or it can make individual cups and at different sizes too.
So. I need to get a new one.
How fancy is that?
Yeah, and it even has a frother on the side. Like, what if I feel a little fancy?
It's like the Ninja.
No.
Yeah, it was a Ninja. It's a shark. Yeah, I got it from.
Yeah. Shark came out with their own, but it's like the Ninja.
Yeah.
I just need a basic coffee maker.
Same.
I figured I'd just get a coffee maker and put one up here.
Thanks.
What were you saying, Cynthia? Sorry.
I just need a basic coffee maker, and they're also fancy now.
Yeah. That's why I get a Mr. Coffee, because it has like 4 settings. And the third setting is to make your coffee stronger or not.
Yep.
That's all I need. Because I've had everything up to those fake barista. I call them fake barista machines because I worked at a Starbucks.
Mm-hmm.
Which, if I ever do win the lottery, I will buy the machine with the giant hopper, and I will put a 20-pound bag of coffee in there. But until then,
crazy.
I like plain coffee makers. That's why I still mess with coffee presses, because it's the most simple process on earth.
I just need it to heat up water for hot cocoa or cappuccino. Watered cappuccino.
You can buy one of those
electric
kettles for that.
Yeah.
Buy the little
And it's
kettle.
faster.
Man, I didn't know. I never
If
seen
you
them
go to
until I
the
moved
UK,
here.
they have electric kettles
They're
everywhere.
extremely popular now.
Yeah, it's the same
In-
here. They're
In
very
every room you
amazing.
go to a hotel, they'll have tea with it. Like that is like a staple in the UK. I was introduced to them at a young age because of that, for that very reason.
They're nice to have,
I've never seen one
and they
until
work
recently.
super fast.
And you can get one at an affordable price.
I mean, if you don't,
They're not
if
terribly
you're not
expensive.
making coffee with the coffee maker, then I would just get a kettle.
Not always, but my oldest son, he will make coffee, but he does it with he makes
Does he make instant?
no, well I don't know. I'm not educated on coffee, so that's why I can't think of the word that I'm trying to think of.
Is it in a oh, this phone? Is it in a is it like in a glass bottle?
No, it's he does the espresso thing with the little it's Italian name. I can't remember what it's called.
Does it start with a D?
I don't
So,
think so.
is it Bustelo?
Maybe.
Or
No,
Barismo.
that doesn't sound right.
Denise, I heat my water up in the microwave. I'm old school. I'm the same way, Denise. If I don't feel like, if I just want one cup of tea, I'll heat my cup up. But
Yeah,
that's
I'll
the
do that.
difference. I always think like the difference between a good coffee cup and a cheap one is if you can heat it up and the handle isn't hot.
I use my microwave for one thing: warming up food. That's it.
Oh gosh, I've baked a cake in the microwave.
In the microwave? Like our actual microwave or a convection oven?
A microwave.
Really?
It only takes about 8 minutes.
I'm so going to try that. You have no idea. Because of my
I know you
age,
can do the mud cakes, but I've never heard of somebody doing a whole cake.
They're rubbery. They're not like super moist, and
Oh,
I mean they may be moist, but they're not like, you know how when you
Yeah.
bake a cake it's light and fluffy.
Harry. Yeah.
oh yeah. Now
It's
I'm
more
craving
like
cake.
a dense spongy kind of cake, but it tastes the same.
Hey, I'll eat a dense sponge cake.
Yeah, I mean, if I want chocolate cake and I want it fast, I don't care what it feels like. It's that taste.
Oh, this is why I have the water machine. It has a hot dog water thing in it. Oh, I would start a business. You can bake a cake in a microwave. They turn out more like I have said many times, I have gone off about my pound cake addiction.
I love pound cake,
Strawberries
and I like
strawberries
making
and whipped
them.
cream. I will quietly go off in a corner.
Oh my gosh, yum yum.
I told Nikolai it's about time for me to make an Italian cream cake because I ain't made one in what seems like years now.
Oh, you guys are making me want to bake. During the pandemic, I gained a solid 60 pounds, and it was because of my addiction to cake and cupcakes and brownies and cornbread, and the fact that I know how to bake, and I may or may not have made chocolate chip cookies from scratch, which are the best. And so I retired. I gained 60 pounds in a year. And I was like, maybe I need to retire my spatula. But it was also 40 hit me hard. And then I was stuck in the house. You can cook a cake and Instant Pot as well. Why does all of this sound like I'm
I
going to
haven't
set
done
something
that
on
yet.
fire? I feel like I'm going to set something on fire trying this.
My husband won't let me buy Instant
Why?
Pot.
Why?
Why? Because I have small appliances in here that I bought on the whim because everybody was talking about it, and then I used it
Can I
once.
ask us
And I don't really see the purpose of an Instant Pot in the overall
what
scheme of things.
is an Instapot?
The pressure cooker.
Oh, okay. Okay, I know what an Instapot. Is that what they're calling it? Is that what the kids are calling them now?
I guess so. The electric ones. They're not the kind like we put on the. You can buy a pot pressure cooker, which I do like, but I haven't had one since I moved here.
Yeah, go ahead.
I love a slow cooker.
I had to steal all my stuff like that before I
If it
moved
deep
here.
fries, slow cooks, bakes, makes cakes, I need it in my life.
The Instant Pot will do all
But
that.
I am gonna try to convince him into letting me buy an air fryer. We'll see how far I get. It's probably gonna be like no again.
Oh gosh, you'll
I've
use
mentioned
that
it
more
more
than
than once.
anything, probably.
Yeah.
If you bake,
Yeah, because especially for single
Mhm.
meals and a fryer, with I would love to have one. Just convincing him is
Yeah.
the
This
problem.
is
This is what you do. Tell him he's
Because
not there all the time. It's a whole lot easier for you to fix one meal and not waste food.
yeah,
that's what my son
he's just I
makes
think
his
that
coffee with.
he just doesn't want it to
Oh,
be
that's
one more
cute.
appliance I don't use,
That's a
which
stovetop.
makes sense.
I would rock that.
What
So
you
it's
do,
like a percolator.
yeah, you put the coffee
Yeah.
bit grounds in the bottom,
In a little
Uh-huh.
basket.
and then I think that's what you do.
Should be a little basket in the top of it.
Maybe that's what it is, and then you fill that with water, and then the heat makes the water come up through the middle tunnel, and then somehow the coffee's in there, and so the top thing fills with
It's like a little percolator.
yeah, and so it's and so the top is where the coffee ends up, but it's like espresso strong coffee.
I like that idea. I like
Yeah.
strong stuff.
Then you would like this. It's
Yeah.
too strong for me.
I was strong.
I like strong
Yeah.
coffee.
But
I can tell when my son has had my coffee because he's pacing back and forth, like uncontrollably. A
just
long time ago, back when I used to have bosses, before when I had bosses, I was asked to make my coffee in a different coffee pot because people I worked with were literally shaking.
dang. Just don't wash this in the dishwasher. I learned I had to replace one
Yeah.
after that.
Yeah, because it's got a liquid pieces
Yeah,
in
see
it.
there's
Yep.
you're right. This thing if I can that tunnel thingy right there,
Yeah.
it sits on the top inside that. And so the water comes up through that center hole there, comes up from the bottom, and then out into this that's straining the coffee
Oh, cool.
into that little bitty thing. So it's one cup at a time.
That's awesome.
My mother had a percolator, and she loved that thing.
My grandpa always had one. He had like a couple of them.
I have some classic ones. I
Yep.
broke
But
one
it's
in
like
this
that.
room trying to make coffee.
Make you rearrange the screen so much, but what does that say?
How much is the price of that one?
But I know when I bought one 2 or 3 years ago, they were like $20.
Oh, don't say that.
Yeah.
I need to
They're still
calm down
20.
on my Amazon addiction.
It doesn't
It's
show the
20.
price on it for that one?
Oh.
And
$19.99.
it's red.
Oh, so it's
My favorite
20.
color.
Yeah, and then
I
they
love
have
it.
oh wow, the one I bought when Mason first started using this was chrome, but it looked like this after I dishwashed it. It lost all of its shine and turned black on me. So I wouldn't let him use it because the inside, you rub your finger and it comes out black.
Oh yeah.
So I wouldn't let him use it. I had had to go replace it. And then he told me, "You're not supposed to wash it in the dishwasher, Mom."
Nope.
I learned
Instant
my lesson.
coffee. Instant coffee.
There's a few things you don't stick in a dishwasher, and
Instant
that's
coffee.
one
And
of them.
Denise lives in California. Instant coffee is $18 for a 10-ounce jar.
Oh my gosh.
What?
$18.
How much?
Do you know what's really funny? I am not a coffee snob. And I want to say that because a long time ago, I used to live with someone who
The shiny
was
silver.
addicted to instant coffee, and I love instant coffee.
That's
Oh,
the
I would.
shiny
I think
silver.
Instant coffee reminds me of jail.
I love instant coffee. I love.
It's not bad if you have good instant coffee, but let me tell you, they don't give you good instant coffee in jail.
I've never had it before, and I got hooked on that stuff. I love instant coffee. I
They wouldn't know since I don't drink coffee.
I
it's my
like
blood type.
I like instant French vanilla cappuccino mix. I guess it's instant.
They've rewritten the rules with cappuccinos because I used to think like a latte was just because it was hot,
Yeah.
but now they
Latte
call
has to do
everything.
with the fact that it has milk in it.
Yeah. It's the milk.
That's why since I was a little kid,
I
my
get it
drink
right.
my drink is called the poor man's latte. I have the only thing that I've substituted when I was a kid. Would use real milk because I didn't know creamer existed.
Yeah.
But now I went from half and half to what's the one I don't like anymore? French vanilla. Do you know what's so funny? I drink French vanilla for like 10 years. I drink hazelnut now. I'm not kidding you. I cannot even
I'll
take
be
a
back.
sip with French vanilla in the cup.
Huh.
Not even this. I don't like it at all. And it's the strangest thing on earth.
So pretty.
Oh, it's so pretty.
It's all finished.
I love that.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Thank you. This quilt top's going to be really cool looking.
Uh-huh.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah,
Can't
me
either.
neither. I think it's going to
All
be
right,
great.
so Twin McTwin, we know that you're a hazelnut human.
I am.
All right, let's hear it, Hallmark Channel. Do you like vanilla? I'm gonna cry if you. I'm kidding. Cynthia, what kind of do you put creamer in your coffee?
I don't normally drink coffee. I know.
No.
I did not like coffee, and then 24 years ago, when I was pregnant, I started drinking the instant French vanilla cappuccinos from the convenience stores.
Oh yeah.
And I liked those, and I just have always liked those. I'll have a vanilla latte sometimes when I go have coffee with my son. Since he is a coffee drinker and wants to go to coffee shops, I have to drink coffee.
This is the next one I got to sew together.
That's pretty cool looking.
And
Yeah, it is a different color palette for me, Denise.
the
You
only
probably never thought you'd see me do this in a million years.
I never thought you'd be out of boutiques, girlfriend. You're
Well,
right.
I really like when I saw your Kelly and Co. whatever it was you were doing with it. I'm like, I want to do that one. So this is my next one I'm going to sew together.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
and for the record, Cynthia, I didn't say that as a derogatory term. I
know.
I blame you now because I'm up to like 6 or 7 Hallmark movies between like 3 days ago and now. So
I thought you were good.
I need something new to watch, and I love campy stuff. If you are campy, I'm there, and it is just cheesy enough where I'm like, I'll watch this. I'll watch this.
Yeah.
And once I found the Battlestar Galactica, there's a bunch of people from Battlestar Galactica that are on the Hallmark Channel.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird.
Probably because they're all Canadians.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. They're in the 90s. They moved most sci-fi production from Hollywood to Vancouver.
Uh-huh.
In
And then
in Stargate, it's because I was obsessed with Stargate. I own
I love Stargate.
I own SG-1 and Atlantis, It is so funny. Someone will be wearing an Air Force uniform. They'll walk in and say, "What is this, a boot?" And full United States Air Force, because all the actors are Canadian, you know.
I learned recently that one of the lead characters or lead actors has to be Canadian for them to not have to pay as much in taxes, for the production company to not have to pay as much in taxes.
Interesting.
Yeah, so they try not to have two American lead actors. One of them needs to be Canadian.
And Ollie,
And so,
we're not saying that as a bad thing.
no,
And,
but I think that's why you see so many Canadian actors in Hallmark movies, because they're filmed in Vancouver mostly. There's quite a few in the last couple of years getting filmed down in the States.
All my sci-fi, like a lot of the stuff I fell in love with is all filmed in Vancouver, except for Star Trek. All of it was filmed in Vancouver. Star Trek is still filmed in Hollywood.
I thought they were going to come out with a Star Trek 4, but it looks like it's stalled again.
It's because of there's too much politics, and I'm not talking about
going on. Yeah, I'm like, come on, we are in a freaking sci-fi desert right now with movies.
Rip it and so on. Colonel Ty from the remake of Battlestar Galactica is in Hallmark movies. It's weird for me not to. I am a sci-fi geek. He was so hardcore in that show. It's weird to see him smile. It is the strangest thing when I see him smile, because he plays this grizzled colonel. So now I am hooked on Hallmark movies.
I know that probably most of you are not a Godzilla fan like me, but 2 days ago they posted a little sneak peek of a trailer, and I'm like, oh yes, because the next movie's going to come out on my birthday next year.
When I was a kid, my father spoke many different languages, so I've seen all the original Godzilla, like the bad ones when it's Mothra, when they're in suits wrestling. Like, I love those movies. I own all of them in Japanese.
So it's down to, are we going to get a space Godzilla, or are we going to get Gigalagon, or however you say his name?
Megalodon.
Yeah. So it's a toss-up between the two of them.
Katie, if it's Godzilla in space, I will be in the front row.
Yeah, I'm almost thinking it's going to be Space Godzilla.
I love a good cheesy movie.
That's what I'm drinking right now, hazelnut coffee.
It's weird. Something happened one day and I never went back. And I'm not talking trash about vanilla. I drank it forever. That was my. I can't touch it.
I don't like French vanilla creamer. If I use it, it's because there's no other creamer and I'm out of milk.
It happened to me about 1.5 years ago. I picked the wrong can and I was like, oh, it's all leaded. I don't like it anymore. It's the strangest thing.
Lost my needle again.
One day I just lost my love for vanilla.
Vanilla is an interesting thing because it's good when you bake with it and stuff, but when you start sticking vanilla in weird things like vanilla Coke, that was the grossest, nasty Coke I ever seen.
Agreed.
And then they stick it in other flavored drinks, and I'm like, why?
I used to drink vanilla Diet Cokes, and something happened that just grossed me out one day. I couldn't stand the taste of it.
That's me and ice. Those ice drinks, there's something about it that I feel like I'm drinking suntan lotion.
It's the aspartame that they use to sweeten it.
Oh, it's so gross. It is. And for me to say something is too sweet, you should call the authorities.
Well, I've never had a programmable coffee maker.
You can do it.
And now I'm thinking, I might start drinking coffee more if I don't have to get up to make it.
I have
it's pretty nice. I love single serve coffees. Of course, you're talking to a person that burnt out 3 Keurigs in 1 year.
Goodness.
I feel like my son is gonna do that. He has a brand
I
new
lost my
Keurig,
needle.
and the only reason it's not mucky is because I take it apart and clean it every day. Is that bad that a teenager drinks coffee?
No,
My kids did.
most teenagers today do.
My
Yeah,
parents,
my kids did.
I was hooked as a kid, and I didn't drink Starbucks. I drank at my parents' house because they always had a
Found it.
pot going. Always.
Yep. I
My-
drank coffee as a kid.
My oldest daughter, when she was just an infant, her paternal grandmother would take teaspoons of her coffee and give it to Lynette. Because it's a Japanese thing.
I can either confirm or deny, and I'll plead the fifth, but I may have or may not have done that.
But she was also feeding Lynette a lot of Japanese food, and so Lynette loves it, all of it, no matter how weird it was.
That's cool though.
Denise, you have no idea how many people ask me this question all the time. Do you have your A1C checked? Every time I'm eating an ice cream sandwich for breakfast, or I'm like walking around with a pastrami sandwich at like 8 a.m, someone's like, you need to be checked for diabetes. I just have terrible eating habits. I do eat a lot of celery, bananas, and kale. Does that counterbalance my bad choices?
Absolutely.
I think your it also may be, yeah. Because when the doctor, I had blood work done recently, and the doctor says, you're not even near close to being close to even what they call it, pre-diabetic. He says, your blood work is perfect. What's up with that? How can you be perfect blood work and be obese the way you are? And I'm like,
Oh my word, no.
I have good blood work, and I have medical issues.
I'm not supposed to eat tomatoes at all. If you ever see me itching, if you see me constantly doing this or this, it's because I had tomatoes. And I shouldn't have, but I can't.
Katie, I'd have been very upset if he'd have said that to me, because that's uncalled for. I would never go back to him.
Well, I have no choice here because doctors change. And
I know.
There's several doctors that come in and out of here from Denmark. And
I'm just saying, if I had the choice, I wouldn't go back to him.
I don't have choice.
Because that's just rude.
And it was
rude. I'd point blank tell him he was rude and you don't appreciate it.
What I did say to him is, I said, why is it that y'all bring up my weight, but I've got a healthy blood work? And the first thing that comes out of your mouth is my weight.
It's a stereotypical thing that doctors do.
Ow.
It's a common thing that doctors do. Instead of dealing with the issue, they'll bring up your weight.
Yeah, they always bring it up and say, you need to lose weight, blah, 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 but they don't even do anything to try to help. One of them mentioned about putting me on, he would love to put me on Ozempic or something, but right now it's banned in Greenland, of all things.
You're probably better off.
So that's why I say that I love the doctor that I have. And when I finish my book about MS, my book is I'm dedicated to my family and to my doctor, because she literally stands up for me every time. When I was in the hospital and the nurses were saying all that stuff about my eating, and I had mentioned it to her, she turned around and walked outside to the nurse's desk, and you could hear her yelling at them. What is wrong with y'all? You see it in her file. She's recovering anorexic. She's worked her ass off to get to this point, and y'all are berating her for not eating?
Some people have no education when it comes to people with
She
weight
point blank
problems.
stands up for me every chance she gets. When my insurance wouldn't cover my Dexcom, and I went back to her, and she's like, well, how's your Dexcom doing? And I said, I don't have it yet. And she got upset and said, why? And I said, because my insurance company said they would not, they literally told me, word for word, we will not cover it for you because you are not a diabetic. And she says, I'll handle it. Went outside, called them, and she goes, You should be hearing from them in the next couple of days. And within 3 days, I had a letter in the mail.
Rip It and So On feels the same way. And to answer Rip It and So On, I'm addicted to boba. I had to back away from boba tea. Is anyone familiar with boba?
Oh,
the-
yeah.
No,
the
I was
ice
going to
crystal?
ask what that was.
I know what it is, but I've never had it.
It's iced tea with ice crystals at the bottom. They're brown ice crystals.
What are the
I'm so
ice
sorry,
cream-
sugar. They're sugar crystals.
I
Oh,
thought they were
good.
little bulbs, like
Yeah, they're little
steps,
tapioca balls.
like little
Yeah.
pearls.
They're good.
Yeah, they are.
They're bad for your health though, and too much boba. When I didn't understand how addicting they were, I lived in Hollywood 25 years ago or something crazy like that. And back then, I'd go to this one Thai food place. We would get this huge Roman meal. It was like $10 because it was just a different world back then. But we'd always get these bobas. They were $4, but they were 40 ounces.
Wow.
And so after our meal, we would be walking with these giant bobas down the street. I would be shaking after after a full meal, after a bottle of water. Those things grab you.
Have you ever had a Vietnamese? Oh no, you've had a Vietnamese coffee.
Yeah,
Those are yummy.
And there's so many boba shops around here. Like I get text messages all the time about this one that's just down south of me, and because my kids love that milk tea. Like there's one called Tiger, and
I
it's
know
just
exactly.
chocolate
Yeah.
milk with boba.
I know
Oh.
exactly.
They love it.
You're looking
Yeah.
at someone who's never drank an energy drink in her whole life.
Oh, I haven't either.
I've had funny story. I've had one Red Bull. I am the person on the label. It gives me heart palpitations. I couldn't breathe.
Yeah, I have that fear of having it causing some kind of side effect.
It's because your heart's breathing so fast. It literally starts collapsing your lungs.
I don't like the taste of Red Bull, and I don't like the taste of Monster. However, the Monster coffee energy drinks, I'm all over those. The triple shot ones, oh,
I've never had a Monster before. I have a bunch of their gear
No.
back when I used to ride dirt bikes. I have a ton of Monster gear. Never touched one in my life.
They
I have a
have
bunch of
sugar-free
pictures.
monster drinks now.
Wow.
yeah.
I
I just stick with the coffee drinks.
even if I'm not allergic to it. I say that I am, but I'm not. If anything has guarana root in it, I start shaking.
Guarana.
That's what's in it's in ginseng.
It's a natural
Oh.
sugar, plant-based sugar,
My
I-
grandpa
Root ginseng.
I shake.
or it's
With
it's like
milk.
not sugar, caffeine. It's
Yeah.
like a plant-based
yeah, some
caffeine.
type of caffeine sugar, I think.
I wish I got along with that stuff, but that stuff, I can't drink it.
Yeah.
Anything in it, I will start shaking.
I think the reason I chose not to even try an energy drink is when I was a kid, and because my father wouldn't allow my mother to get medical help to control or keep my asthma in check, she would feed me Primatine pills, and you probably know what that is, William. And
I
it
know.
has epinephrine in it.
Pure
And
epinephrine.
every time she would give me one of them, it was literally made me feel like someone had lit me on fire with energy. And my hands would be shaky, and when I would talk, you could hear the shakiness in my voice. It was crazy.
I'm going to tell you,
Hmm.
I take prescription asthma medication, and there is no difference. The only difference is the label. There's no difference between that.
That
and
you buy. The only I was going to say the only difference is you pay more for one because it's not over the counter.
When
But I
hit
don't
my-
get the shakes from regular prescription Ventolin, though.
I still get
Unless it's in a
shaky.
nebulizer, then I do.
Exactly. Yeah, my nebulizer. I was just about to say.
Those nebulizers, man.
Yeah,
I
but the
do.
nebulizer does what the inhaler doesn't do. It gets the medicine down into the lungs where it needs to go.
My,
Yeah.
my blood runs cold. That's even the sad thing is that's how I know it's working. When
Yeah.
I feel like this literal shift where all of a sudden I can breathe.
Yeah, when I get real sick, I end up getting on a nebulizer, and I hate that feeling like I want to crawl out of my own skin, like that restless feeling. It's weird, but it gives me that that hyper.
Oh yeah.
Not hyper like high energy, but just like I just can't.
So,
I can't stand to
William,
be in my own skin kind of feeling.
yeah. Out of curiosity, how many Ventolin inhalers do you guys go through a month?
Zero.
I go through 2.
0.
They've put me.
Well, I'm talking about the asthmatic people. We got 2.
Hold on, I gotta find. I have to find it. They put me on this new stuff, Alvesco.
I've never
And
heard
you
of
know, funny thing is, America is the only country in the world where they advertise pharmaceutical drugs on television. We are the only country in the world, and it's supposed to be an all-encompassing inhaler. Is
that new one that's come out that's supposed to make you almost be free of asthma?
Honestly, I try not. I don't keep up with that stuff because a good old Ventolin or albuterol always grabbed me.
Yeah,
but they always try this new stuff on me because I'm a born asthmatic, and they're not trying to cure it. But I'm a bit of
born with it.
I'm a bit of a curiosity because I didn't get it from an oil field. I didn't get this way. Basically I don't know. I'm just getting older and I'm trying not to have CPOD or whatever. CPOD. I can't say it.
COPD.
Probably when you took your first breath, you were probably having an asthma attack like I was.
The
doctor was probably treating me as soon as I was born. My mother had asthma, so I probably inherited it from her.
Ow.
Sounds like a trendy eating thing. I will be eating Alvesco this evening. That does sound like a bad drink. I would like 2 Alvescos and some onion rings, please.
Extra cheese.
I think so. I don't know. I have a bit of a bug right now, so I don't have a good review of this inhaler. Everything makes me not breathe. But again, I think someone coughed on me.
Probably.
How dare they?
This will go away, and I'll go. I have a lower immune system, so I get sick all the time. That's why I sit in here and sew.
Yeah.
It's because I don't get sick sitting in here by myself sewing.
That's why I don't go out of my house.
And I'm not saying this to be mean, but like as someone who washes their hands, who like a lot of people do not wash their hands, and that simple act would help someone like me.
Oh, it's tapioca beads. Wow.
Say cop D. I like that. COPD. I'll
Yeah, I just got labeled as COPD about a year ago because my lung capacity dropped some more.
I'm because I was born.
But you wouldn't look at me and think I was sick.
I feel the same way. And I can walk 30 miles. I proved that.
I walk all the time, you know?
Yeah.
I will not ever let 20 McTwin forget that every time I get around her, we go for these 30-mile walks.
I promise you the next time I come around, we will not walk that much. I don't know what we're going to do.
Nope,
You'll just go 20.
Yeah, exactly, Cynthia.
We're going to. I'll bring the gas money. We'll go places. I want to go see a Joshua tree and the beach.
I thought there was a picture of you with a Joshua tree.
That's AI. That's AI.
Oh, that was an AI pic. Oh my god!
Hold on, where is
it? You tricked me, woman.
I just want to say for the record,
someone
never volunteer to pay for gas in California.
Oh,
you have to take out a loan. If I told you how much money I pay for gas for my adventures, oh, there it is. Hold on. There it is. Save the Joshua tree.
You gotta look.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I thought you had actually went there.
That's not. That's a really good generated
That
picture of me.
kinda
Doesn't
looks
even
like-
look like me.
I
I've
need you to
seen you
generate
in
me some
person.
pictures then.
That looks like your cousin.
Yeah. Hey, she got my smile. That's about it.
AI. I'm telling you, AI is something else.
The hair's too blonde.
I don't think I'm
Still a good
doing
picture.
Every time I hear that beep, I want to say, I hope your pizza's done.
The beep you're hearing is my iron.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Someone
I-
asked me if it was my fire alarm beeping, saying it needed a new battery. I'm like, nope, it's my iron.
When I was in college, I was hooked on microwave pizzas. So every time I hear that, man, it makes me think of a microwave.
No, it's my telling me either you need to use me or I'm gonna go to sleep.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know if I could have a naggy iron. I don't know if I could have I forget sometimes. I would be like, stop talking, iron.
I don't know. To be honest, William, I don't know how to turn that off. It's a
Ollie will never let me live
it's a
this down.
Tefal cordless iron that sits in a cradle, and I have the instructions that
I
came
don't
with
think you can turn those off. It's a safety thing. They'll let you know it's turning off.
Katie, no judgment. There's I don't know how to turn the notifications off on my phone. I just figured out how to not put my dryer on the internet. There are 50 things where I'm like, I wish that thing would stop beeping at me, but I don't know how. Every day at 6:30, my Alexa tells me the weather, and I don't know how to turn it off.
Well, here's one funnier. I turned the notifications on my messenger one night because I got tired of it waking me up, and now I can't figure out how to turn it back on.
Exactly. I'm telling you, you're not alone. No, that's me. That's me. You are not alone. I do that.
Ollie, I'm gonna have to find that.
That's how you know it's 6:30 and the house is snowing, because my A word starts talking.
Let's see. I gotta resurrect her. She's so scary.
Viking Jess was in my nightmares. Viking Jess was very. It does remind me of a college dorm microwave, but maybe it's because that was my best friend back then. That's why I'll never talk trash about a microwave, because I was in my 20s once, and it was a friend of mine who I worked at Carl's Jr. with. She was like, William, I need to teach you how to cook so you can live longer, because I was the box guy, and she taught me how to bake chicken. She taught me basic stuff, and I went from there. But I truly only knew how to cook bachelor food. Yes, and Bearded Jess was scary too. And now I'm a full chef. So there's hope for all of us. That's why I teach my son to cook and basic life skills.
I think all parents should teach their children how to cook. My mom taught all of us kids, and we passed that down to our kids.
No rip it and so on. That pic of Save the Joshua Trees, that's AI.
Yep.
That's why, to a dinosaur such as myself, AI is a scary entity. Even though the other night I said, "Don't be scared of the future." Today, William says, "Run, run!"
Run as fast as you can. Ollie, did I send that to you on Discord? I'm searching for it.
Yes, rip it and so on. The older I get, I am all about living as long as I can. That's what I say when I'm eating celery and bananas. No, but I like celery. I could eat it plain. It's weird. I could drive in the car and eat celery like a rabbit. Did you finish one of your pot holders yet, Cynthia, to show up?
No, because I need to get that batting.
Being so bright. Yeah.
Yeah, that stuff. So I'm gonna get some tomorrow at Michael's or Hobby Lobby.
Hey, Ed.
Ed.
Hey, Ed.
Mm-mm.
How's it going? Long time no see. Hope everything is well.
How do you say that name?
We asked them a while ago and they said Ed is okay. So we call him Ed.
Okay. Hi, Ed.
Hey, great to see you. Great to see you. Quaker Oats, Jess. Again, another one that lives in my nightmare.
That one I know you have, Ollie. I just can't find Viking Jess anywhere. I don't have her saved anywhere. I don't know when I made that. I'm going through some text messages trying to find her. Anyway, yeah, we don't need to waste time doing that. I'm sorry, but yeah, I really enjoy AI just to make fun of myself and to pick on me. Like it's nothing. It's just fun. It's a fun outlet.
And deep down inside, you
You should teach us an AI class, yes.
You want a mustache.
So us old people won't be afraid of it.
When Isaiah was a little guy, he would buy fake at the 99-cent store. They had fake facial hair. I would walk around with a 3-foot dude with a mustache. People would look at me and I'd be like, "He's premature. Okay, leave him alone." But he'd wear these fake mustaches. Aww.
Denise wants to know if you're going to make any bowl cozies to go with your pot holders.
Maybe. It seems like I'm seeing a lot of videos on YouTube about bowl cozies. I didn't realize
because it's Christmas time.
I guess so.
And they're easy to make.
So, I don't know. I might. I'm having to rethink my plan for Christmas because I lost a couple of months of sewing time this fall. So I do need to come up with faster projects so I can still make Christmas.
You can always do what Ed McMahon used to do. Ed McMahon would do all of his Christmas shopping 1 to 2 days before Christmas.
That's what my husband does.
That's what, because everything's on super duper. We can't believe at this price sale.
I don't know why my husband waits till Christmas Eve to buy my Christmas every year, but that's what he does.
I'm too jumpy for that. Everything's under the tree. Everything's ready to go. I'm telling people to stay away from certain bags. You know, the worst thing that ever happened to me is when people started, when presenting gifts in bags became acceptable. I own hundreds of bags and I reuse them. I will give you a bag that says happy 9th birthday, Isaiah. I'm ruthless like that. You can have it.
I take the tags off.
I don't.
Yeah. And I color code them depending on what kid it is.
So
I did that.
I'm a bag person now. And I'm gonna admit I'm an over wrapper.
I love wrapping. I like to put them in different boxes and add stuff so it feels really heavy. Like 18 boxes inside of a box. One year I bought everybody tablets, like little small tablets. And I wrapped every single one of them different. But for my husband and a friend, well, he turned out not to be a friend. But if at the time we thought was a friend, I wrapped them and I duct taped them. I wrapped it up in paper. Then I duct taped it. Then I wrapped it again. Then I took zip ties and zip tied it crisscross like a little. Yeah. Then they had to figure out how to get into it without a knife or scissors.
Oh gosh.
I would have
With
walked
zip
out of the
ties?
room, got
Yep.
an X-Acto knife.
Yeah, I would have went ahead and got a knife too.
Mhm.
It is Hallmark. You know what's so funny?
I don't know how they did it, but they managed to do it.
Cynthia,
Yeah.
you got me into watching the Hallmark movie. It's like that scene in The Grinch when his heart starts growing. Totally
Mhm.
watching Hallmark movies now.
So, what was your favorite
Well,
this week?
if you know what's so funny? I call all of their names that they are in Battlestar Galactica. I call them by their name, by their character. And that show, the last episode aired in like 2009
Oh gosh.
or 10.
I wish I knew their character names in Galactica because I never watched it. So I don't know who you're talking about.
I
This
only know
great-
who Starbuck is. Isn't it Starbuck?
Yeah, that's
Starbuck's one of them. I know who he is, and I forget what the other
But
one's name
in
was.
the remake. Starbuck is a woman, and it's Katie
Yeah.
Sackhoff. Facebook is nothing but AI. It's strange.
Yeah.
All right, it's a school night. I'm not gonna go for 5 hours tonight. It's a school night. I know it's still early on the West Coast, and the coffee's just kicking in.
Yeah.
Are we
But
about to stop?
yeah, but Katie, seriously, thank you so much for joining.
Well,
You are
thank you for
always-
having me.
You're always invited to hang out with us.
Okay.
Seriously, you are. Alex, thank you. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Cynthia, as always, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for having
Yeah,
me.
it was
You're
fun.
always invited to hang out. We're just hanging out, talking about life.
Yes.
Winnie McTwin from the Twin Planets, thank you so much for hanging out.
Oh, it's always fun hanging out with y'all. Thank you.
It was
think
enjoyable.
We did our duty. We went around Jupiter twice this evening.
You steered the ship very well, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I want to thank everybody who's watching and anyone who watches in the future. I just want to say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. A lot of people watch it in the replay. So I have to mention them. I hope
Yep.
everybody has a great night. We will be back at it on Friday.
Yes.
What time? I don't know. 6:30-ish West Coast time.
At
But
12
until
my time.
with all these different time zones, I'll just show up. But until then, like I always say, reinforce your seams, be yourself, and I will definitely see you next time. Have a great night, everybody.